Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria, episode 22, Misty's Island. Oh, so much stuff has happened. Some of the bad stuff is, let's get that started with. Yeah.
Some shit's gone down.
Some shit has seriously gone down. I am your host and DM, Lord Lucan. Was this episode 22? Yeah, this is episode 22, and 2 more episodes until it's done and over with. Well, it might be, depending on what happens.
It might be now.
We have one more wish. We have one more wish from our characters. So we'll just see what happens. Hunk Papa, tell us about yourself and who are you playing as?
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zeliff. I am an author and game master, and tonight I'll be playing the Earth Pony Buttersquash.
Buttersquash is a sad clown pony, which you guys have seen previously. That's an image of him. He looks pretty cool. Okay, and we have another character here, Silver. Who are you playing as?
Yep. Hello, everyone. My name is Prince Golden Glow, and today I'm playing Silver Flare, the bird with the world on his shoulders. At least this island.
Yeah. So many good things happen to the players.
He is the Atlas of this island. This island is on his shoulders. No pressure, birdie.
No pressure. Okay, excellent. Previously, what happened, guys? What happened in the last episode? You guys remember? What happened?
I did some shite with the genie.
You rolled a natural 20, which is what he needed to identify.
Yeah, I got
object.
a genie.
So he had a 5% chance, and it happened. It happened. It was literally designed to waste.
Moment of just
tokens of friendship, and he just naturally rolls a natural 20.
There's just this moment where, like, on your face, you could just see that. Well, there goes the campaign.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think so. It's like, well, it happened. This might be the end.
I mean, all fairness, if I hadn't gotten the wishes, we probably wouldn't be able to complete it with your given time left. Probably.
That is true. There's only 2 episodes left. And then we have to start a new campaign. Anything else happen? Anything else?
Misty's back. I fixed her.
She did, yes. She is restored to her glorious self. Although you're not quite sure what was wrong with her to begin with.
She was out cold and split apart. That's pretty much all I know.
We didn't really finish our
bad
investigation before we brought her back together.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Nothing's wrong with anything. It just
Fire's
accelerated everything
about
faster. It just made everything
Yeah.
faster. Yeah.
Now Phyre's sending out an army, which is great. Really great.
So Misty has been released. Anything else?
I got frozen.
Yeah.
I poofed Misty over here and I got frozen.
So what was your first wish?
That was nice.
And what was your second wish?
Revive Misty as she was and
Restore her.
that kind of shit. Yeah,
Yep.
Restore her.
Yeah.
And the
So
second
those were
one
the
was bring
first
her
2
here
wishes.
because she was under attack.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was the third wish. First
No,
2 wishes
that-
was to revive her. Second wish was to restore her. Third wish was to bring her to our current location.
Yep.
And that one flash froze me because she had an ice aura that I didn't realize was happening.
She was in the middle of a fight. As she appeared
Yeah,
before
that's
you.
fair.
Yep. She was fighting somebody.
Yeah,
Something was happening,
and
yes.
She froze me,
She froze a lot of
which is
people.
nice. She froze me, Episub. I think a couple of the robots.
Fire kit.
No, episode
Fire
wasn't
Kit
frozen.
got blown up. Yeah, Fire Kit got kind of poofed.
Yep.
Firefox kind of.
Episode wasn't affected by it, and neither was the worm.
Okay, so it was just the robots, me,
Yeah.
and Fire Kit.
Yeah. That was super effective against Fire Kit.
Which doesn't make sense. Fire resists ice, you asshole.
Or does it? Or maybe they
Ah.
are parallels. Yeah.
Ah!
Anything else happened last
Okay.
time? The audience needs to know.
Nothing I
Butters
can think
has
of.
recovered something from the original
Oh
town
yeah, the spellbook
that
notebook thing.
Misty and Phyre had made their children,
Yep.
and he is preparing to restore that book as we speak.
Are you spending all the charges?
He will spend all of his charges to restore the book
shit.
to its full glory.
Excellent.
Meanwhile, as you're fixing this book, Silver's just having a, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Silver's kind of panicking.
Okay. The book is restored.
Shivering like a madman 'cause he just got frickin' frozen, but panicking. There's a lot of panicking.
Misty ends her aura. Everything returns to normal.
Thank God.
Firefox seems to be disenfranchised. He
Which is
stares
fair,
off
we
in the
kind of blew up his
distance.
brother.
He stares off into the distance. He doesn't seem too concerned about his brother. You guys did not convince him to join your kind of party. Firefox is kind of looking off in the distance at the volcanoes, which are currently erupting in their full glory. I think this is like you've been here sitting and talking for like 5 minutes, right? That's when you begin to feel the heat, right?
Butters quickly walks over to Misty with the restored and begins trying to talk with her to find out its secrets.
You are the one named Butters, correct?
He nods.
Yes. I remember you. I saw you in my dreams.
He nods.
What can I do for you, Butters?
He motions to the book that they had used to create the that is now completely restored.
She tells you about it. She opens the book, and she says it's missing something.
He pulls out. He quickly steps over and walks over to Penelope and pulls out the map and hands it back to her.
With your tokens and everything has been restored to its proper things. And that is when you get the full history of Phyre's journal.
Meanwhile, Silver's just like pacing around, like hyperventilating, just, okay, how do I fix this? Oh,
How do I fix this? How do I fix this?
shit!
How do I fix this?
There's just like this scene where Butters is talking to Misty and getting the map and the book, and then cut to Silver. Okay, shit.
Do you have like a brown bag? Like, you have like a
have a
brown
saddle
bag
bag.
out of nowhere. Just this brown bag, like,
Yeah, just very, very concerned bird noises.
Hunk
Got a
Papa.
rubber chicken he can squeeze.
That is true. It is like a stress ball, like a stress ball, like squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Or
I am
Yeah.
the rubber chicken. I'm
You are
making
the rubber
noises.
chicken. Yep. As this is happening, by the way, as she's like mending your book, right? There's no DC or anything like that. As she literally helps you put it together, you notice that the giant lindworm and Epsbub like kind of like hug Misty, and Misty like hugs them back, and that's when you notice like they start to return to their former glory. Yeah.
Yeah, Epsbub is now another one of those gigantic cupcakes. Butter, stay away. Keep it away from me, 'cause it's gonna eat me. No, keep it away from me. It's gonna eat me.
Butters, can you please read what is in the book?
Thank you. Not gonna lie, I'm actually pacing around my room right now.
So it says the mysterious damaged book. Damaged book found in the destroyed bakery in the ruins of Cake Town. The book has been damaged. Charring, swampy mold has clung to the ancient text. Torn page reveals that the map of Misty Island came from this book. Who knows what this ancient book might hold? Well, now we're going to find out. Within this ancient book, we see super secret brownies, half cup of unsalted butter, melted, 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, olive oil or coconut oil, 1/8 of a cup of superfine sugar, castor sugar or white granulated sugar, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, half cup of all-purpose flour or plain flour, half cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Instructions: preheat oven to 175 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Lightly grease an 8-inch square baking pan with cooking oil spray. Line with parchment paper or baking paper and set aside. Combine melted butter, oil, and sugar together in a medium-sized bowl. Whisk well for about a minute. Add the eggs and vanilla. Beat until lighter in color, roughly another minute. Sift in flour, cocoa powder, and salt. Gently fold the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients until just combined. Do not overbeat, as doing so will affect the texture of your brownies. Pour batter into a prepared pan, smothering the top out evenly, or you could coat it with optional chocolate chunks or chocolate chips for added flavor. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until the center of the brownies in the pan no longer jiggle and it is just set to touch. The brownies will keep baking in the hot pan out of the oven. If testing with a toothpick, the toothpick should come out dirty for fudge textured brownie. Remove and allow to cool for allow to cool to room temperature before slicing into 16 brownies. Optional add-ins: crushed walnuts, peanuts, almonds, pecans, etc. Chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, chocolate chunks, dried fruit, cranberries, raisins, etc. Within the journal is several cooking ingredients and recipes. One is the super secret brownies. This is Phyre's personal journal. It tells of his younger and happier life with Misty 1,000 years ago. It confesses his thoughts, dreams, and ideas for the island and the budding town of Marisol and Cake Town. The map were written up by the young Phyre. The journal continues towards a surprise wedding between Misty and Phyre. The journal takes a noticeable different tone after this event. Writings become fewer and harsher in tone. He rarely mentions his beloved Misty, and his thoughts turn to the creation of something more suitable to his purposes. He begins diving into other worlds. Demons, dark magics, etc. His goal is obvious: to rid himself of the love and pain of having lost his one and only true love. DC 18 mind. You quickly realize that he has implemented many of these plans and goals. He had captured Misty and imprisoned her when Phyre saw her flirty with another stallion. In his rage, Phyre imprisoned and destroyed all that would get between him and his beloved. Yet, even after this was all done, he couldn't manage to destroy his beloved. This book finally reveals its secrets. This gives the ability to awaken non-living material into living creatures. Thus, the Book of Life was uncovered.
That's a thing. Oh, okay. For that brownie recipe, you literally just grab a brownie recipe off the internet.
Yes, I did actually. Yes, I did.
Yes,
Nice.
that's actually a very accurate brownie recipe.
It is. I made sure. I did research into this.
You also
super secret
could
brownie
have,
recipe.
yeah. I am a cook. I can attest that this is accurate.
This is, yep.
Viewers at home, you could take those instructions and make some pretty good brownies with them.
That's the best. Just take a random thing off the internet.
So Phyre was wanting to marry Misty, but he thought Misty was flirting with another stallion. Misty had friend zoned him, and he got
said
PO.
no in the wedding.
So we saw the wedding that we saw, where it was all fake with the skeletons, was Phyre's
skeletons,
hopes
not
and
skeletons.
dreams that were shattered.
They were mannequins.
It was ghosts.
There was a skeleton that was in place of Phyre. All the attendees, yes, were mannequins, but Phyre and Misty were different.
Reading this, Silver's just been sitting on the like slightly thawed out damp ground and just how do
So there's some hints. Butters is going to experiment a little bit with this book of life.
Oh no.
What are you gonna do?
He's gonna do the thing. He has the barrels of linworm goo that already had some of the life properties.
No. We're gonna have living barrels of goo.
What are you gonna do?
He is going to try to make another Butters out of the goo.
Excellent.
Invoke duplicity. Invoke duplicity.
Yeah. So there are now 3 different Butters that appear.
Shadow Clone Jutsu. Okay.
Well, there's something wrong with this Butters. I'm going to tell you right now, there's something wrong with it. Tell me what distinct marking or personality quirk or something is wrong with this Butters.
Oh boy.
Well, according to the ability, they're exactly the same. But the only difference is they all share stamina. So if any one of them gets damaged, they all get
Oh
damaged.
God. No.
But they are
That's
independent of each
concerning.
other. With all of Butters, like you have 3 depressed clowns, and they all have the same quirks. They all have the same talents and abilities.
Bird.
So this
They
is
all
it,
have
right?
the same.
This Butters, this third Butters, he's the depressed one. You rolled a 2. He's the depressed Butters. So you know how your personalities
God.
split into
It's
different
like that
sides?
Teen
This is the
Titans
depressed
thing where you
one.
split off.
Oh no!
It's like the Teen Titans thing where Raven just split off in 5 different
I,
Ravens.
I will need multiple tokens for Butters now.
There's a
Awesome.
there's a
There's
happy
currently
Butters,
3?
a sad Butters, and then normal Butters.
Yes, there are currently 3 Butters. There's the main Butter, and then he rolls for how many he can make, and he rolled the 2, so there's 2 more.
So he made this one Butters that's just the normal Butters. Then his 2 clones, he has the happy Butters and the sad Butters.
Crazy.
And I'm picturing the happy Butters as just cheese sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
Happy Butters is literally just cheese sandwich, isn't it?
What is Silver doing this? This takes time, right? Reading instructions and stuff. What is Silver doing this as
It looks like he's
Butters is-
baking something almost. He's mixing ingredients, and
No,
you see him throw in some of his fake noses, some spare fake noses, some streamers into this barrel of goo.
Silver's just he's trying to talk to the genie, ask for ideas as to how the hell he can stop this.
You mean the Ponini?
Yes,
The Ponini
yes.
like wiggles her nose and nods her head as she says, "What do you command, Master?"
Don't say
I
you wish
don't
it. Don't
know
ask her
what
because
I
she's gonna make it
command.
come true, and that's her last wish.
I don't know what I command.
You need but ask.
Don't ask. If you ask, that's your last wish, and it'll be too late because you burned your last wish.
I don't think the first wish should counter as 2, but whatever. It basically just becomes a 3-wish bottle anyways. Silver is just like, oh, that's no help. And he puts the pony back, and walks over to. There's not a lot of people here that could give him ideas. There's Misty, there's Butters, there's Butters, there's Butters, there's a worm, there's a pie.
Who's flying around currently, happy and excited that Misty's back. Despite like their joy, right? Despite the joy that you see in both the worm and in Epzibub, Misty seems to be cold, distant. Yeah.
Silver will take a deep breath and
Maybe you could ask what Misty wants.
yeah.
She hasn't had a
He
voice
walks
in
over to
all of this.
Misty. Hello, Misty.
And who are you?
Gives a little nod.
I have not met you
Silver
before.
Flare.
Hello,
I am-
Silver Flare.
I am a friend and traveling companion of Butters over there. And Butters, and why is he making more of himself?
I think this is why
It's just like...
where he like pulls like a part of himself out of like the worm goo, right? He just sticks it back in. He's just like, nope, not done yet.
What the hell?
I think he licks a little bit off of it too, just like.
There's just like Butters chunks in the barrels, and so it's just like, what is he doing?
Nope, not done yet. Needs to cook for a little bit longer.
That's disgusting. I am the one who woke you from your slumber with the help of her. And it's just like a thumb pointing back towards the pony.
The Ponita, yeah. I think she's like pulling like flowers out of like a hat, right? And she like gives it over to Misty, and Misty like takes it, and she still doesn't break a smile or anything like that. And then the genie like nods and wiggles her nose, and poofs, the flowers turn into like butterflies. Says it must be a Pogini. Ponini.
Pogini sounds better. Because all I hear is panini when you go Ponini.
Ponini.
I'm just
Ponini.
like, all I hear is
Genie
Panini,
with a
and
pone.
I'm just like,
Yep.
I think Pogini sounds better.
Pogini. Okay, Pogini.
Pogini.
All right, let's change that. Pogini.
The first Butters climbs out of the barrel and starts helping
What
Butters
the
add more
fuck?
ingredients.
To the next one. Yep.
It's just like Silver's just like getting distracted because he's looking over and just what the fuck?
What is going on here? What madness is this? We've got a giant gummy worm, a flying
What the
cake
hell
monster, plant monster,
Two gummy butters.
a fox that's on fire, and then a
Two
Pogini
gummy
who's
butters.
floating around causing mischief wherever she's at. I guess the normal one, the normalest one, is Misty, who's just like stone
The
cold.
normalest one is probably me. Which is saying something. I sense that hold on, have I forgot if this was actually said in character. Were we actually told that Phyre was trying to invade something?
You tell me.
I described to you everything that was in the book. I kind of read it out loud for you. So.
No, not that. Like the heat's
No,
going, oh, the
we
frickin'
never-
volcanoes were erupting. The volcanoes were erupting. That's what it was.
Yep. The volcanoes. in the
Volcanoes were
distance
erupting.
are
The
erupting.
heat's increasing.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got the
Like,
we already knew,
All the
like we were
fog.
told by Firefox that
Firefox that-
Misty is his source of power.
Was
Misty, no, Miss.
the only thing
Yeah.
holding him back,
Yep.
Yeah, and
and he released her.
he no longer loved her that much and put her under attack.
Yeah, he attacked her.
Yeah.
He,
So
yeah,
we're
she
just
tells
kind
you,
of,
yes. He was attacking me. He's never done that before. Of course, so much has changed. He looks so different now.
I can imagine. People can definitely change. Especially over the course of, 1,000 years.
She like blinks at you when you say that. She's like, has it really been 1,000?
Roughly. Summer just looks over his shoulder at the still erupting volcanoes. Still erupting?
Oh, yeah. In the distance there.
That's concerning. That's probably going to be a flood later. I detect fire might not be as... I don't... Fire might be a little attack-y to the rest of the inhabitants. I'm stressed. I'm not boarding good, okay?
The other butters slowly starts climbing out of the barrel.
And I'm very weirded out as well.
So like, is it like part of like the Uruk-hai and Lord of the Rings, like peeling back the like slime?
You see Butters ritualistically applying the clown makeup to the new Butters.
Yep.
Like, it was just rambling on for like 2 minutes about like, yeah, fire might start attacking people. And it's just like, he's probably getting questioned on why he's talking so weird.
Butters.
I summoned Butters in attack position. It's like Bao Baboon from Yu-Gi-Oh! And like he's probably getting questioned on why he's talking so weird. He's just like, look, I'm really stressed and weirded out. It's not a good day.
Does he still have his brown bag? Like,
We do have multiple stress chickens now.
squeezes. He does have hands, right? Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
No, I just got like talons just digging in the dirt, and it's just like, like he's clenched and very concerned and confused. It is not a good day for Silver Flare.
So everybody's still in shock and awe, right? Of everything that's happening.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's when like Firefox is the first one to speak, right? Because he's the angriest, right?
That's fair.
His brother got blown up, so of
Yeah,
course
that
he'd
one
be
got
like
vaporized.
most
Rip.
angry. Yep. So he's like, "Now, what is your plan, fools?"
I don't have one. This
You think this
spiraled out of
small
control.
rabble of force has any match against 1,000 years of planning? I am but one of many. There are many more fire beasts at his command.
Things kind of spiraled out of control, and I was not prepared. And I do not have a plan. If anyone does, please tell me.
One of the Butters
like-
goes over and starts fixing the wooden ponies who were damaged in the previous fight.
I don't think they were damaged in the fight. I think they were
The other one's
damaged
getting
by
his
the
makeup
icy
put on.
aura.
He says, "You think this small band of force has anything against fire? He will come down his
May.
mountain home, and
We
he
may,
will
if
destroy every
I-
one of you."
If I can word it correctly,
Uh,
then we may. And I gestured to the genie.
Butters turns to Misty.
I don't know how to word it.
What do you want? He asks as he finishes painting the face paint on the third Butters.
Roll me a charm. See how you are against her. See if she's going to be cold to you still.
We're like old friends.
Oh, did you just roll a natural 20?
I
Holy
did.
crap.
Yo,
might as well just
thank
try it, okay.
you. We needed that. We really needed that.
Okay, yeah. She says finally at last, she's like, I've been divided for so long. I don't know anything anymore. The person that I once trusted and once felt something for is no longer who they once are. He attacked me, and he must be stopped.
Butters turns back to the Ponini. We can change that.
How?
Make him as he was.
How?
He points to the journal. He wanted to marry you.
I know.
If he was then, would you marry him?
Not as
Or would
he
we
is now.
continue this?
You haven't seen him. You haven't felt his flames. I have. He's no longer what I once thought as a friend. He's changed. And not for the better.
And what if we wished him to be changed for the good?
And how would you do this?
He
Yes,
points to
please,
the Ponini.
Yes, please. Yes, I know about the Pagini. I could have this happen. How do you want it worded? Because I don't know.
I think Firefox is the first one to laugh. He's like, ha 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 ha. Changing fire.
Butters turns to Silver. All three of them. And they shrug in unison at
That's
Silver and say in
creepy.
unison, maybe that's all. Wish he changed for good.
Wish he became a good Stein instead of what he is now. That would.
And then the three Butters in
That'll leave a
unison
lot
turn
of
back
room
to
for
what they were
error.
doing.
There'll leave a lot of room for error.
The third Butters
The
goes to
pa-
Penelope and starts pulling out their joke kit and their party kit.
The pacing resumes, like Silver's digging a groove into the ground as he paces around.
Really though, maybe that's all it takes. Maybe you're overthinking this. Just wish for him to change for the good.
How much would that undo? What would that change other than him? That would change so much more than just him. Oh my.
The Butters again shrug in unison.
That is not helping. I will say that now. That is not helping at all. That's making it worse.
After the third Butters is done, they all turn to each other and stop what they're doing and nod to each other. And we're gonna do a little triple comedy here for
Oh, no.
Misty because he
Triple
wants to see
comedy.
Misty smile.
Okay, sure, yeah. See it.
That's perfect.
Nope. Nope.
One of them gets a good laugh off the other's misfortune, as it should be with Butters.
Yeah, sure, why not? Her frozen appearance, right? I think she cracks a smile, right?
The ghost of a smile.
Yep, a ghost of a smile. It's kind of like what's that called? It's
Like a smirk.
no, it's
Deadpan.
what's that famous painting? Is she smiling? Is she not?
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa. Ah, she gives you a Mona Lisa smile. How about that? How about an
That works.
optical illusion? Yes.
The Butters, one of them is laying on top of the other, and the last one standing on top of them for the grand finish, and they just look down at each other and sigh. All get depressed together and climb off each other.
Everybody else is laughing. Just see if Firefox
Me-
laughs at this.
Everyone's laughing
Firefox
with
is
Silver,
like,
who's like,
No, my
Not
brother's
amused.
gone. My brother's gone. You look hurt. Wow.
So
He
so
critted on
I'm
you
not laughing
guys.
either because he's just like internal monologuing to himself, just like
I imagine
trying
Silver
to
just doesn't
think of
even
all the
notice
things
that Butters
would change.
put on a triple show.
Yeah. Silver's looking the other way because the triple Butters is creeping him out, and he's freaking.
So if you really want to think about it, each Butters also has the capability to duplicate itself, technically, according to the
Oh
rules.
God!
But they all take damage. Remember that.
They all take the same damage, yes.
Yep.
You just one.
It's a loophole in this one rule that they can technically exponentially increase each other.
What's your HP?
Not enough.
Yeah, that's what I was
Not
wondering.
much.
That's what I was wondering. Make one each health point. An army of Butters. Go forth, my Butters.
Imagine the comedy show Misty's Island would never forget being
They
island-wide
all
Butters.
self-destruct.
At that point, he's gonna start making his own TV station and broadcasting it across Misty Island.
No, it's just.
Welcome
It's
to
just-
the Butter Show.
But they need radios.
No.
They need radios.
He
No,
can
it-
make
it-
those
it-
and have
the
Butters
Butter
distribute
radios.
them, or automatons distribute them.
It's just the Butters Show, starring Butters and also Butters.
Guest appearances from Butters 1,
Butters,
2, and the depressed Butter.
Silver
Proud
Flare.
favorite.
Frowny face Butters.
This is a concept I want to see, but Silver does not. But Silver this entire time has been just in a Twilight Sparkle rant of to himself, just thinking of everything that could possibly happen, what would change, what would stay the same. There are very few things that would stay the same.
The Butters kind of group up together and start discussing with each other. You see one speak and some of them nod and some of them shake their head. Because he can literally ask himself whatever he wants.
The entire time, just in the background.
Volcano. So yeah, what are you gonna do, Silver? It's coming down to you. If you don't do anything soon, Butters is gonna make stuff happen.
Fuck it. There's just all the
To be
only
clear, you
noise.
don't have to make a wish if you don't have to. If you don't want to.
You really don't have to.
Right. So there's no pressure on you that have to make a wish now, right?
It's just for 5
So
minutes.
it's good to
just
have that
nothing but Silver ranting to
Card
himself.
in the back pocket, So it's good to have that genie in your back pocket whenever you need.
Yeah.
One of the Butters wants to go talk with the gummy worm. Does the gummy worm have its will?
The Linworm, yes. The Linworm looks like its eyes are much clearer, right? Looks much more shiny and pristine. It looks like it is restored to its full potential.
He asks if it wants some brothers and sisters, and if so, what kind of brothers and sisters he might want.
God, Butters, stop.
You have given a baker something that will make his creations come to life.
I
And
think,
God.
I think he looks at Misty.
And
He's
there's 3 of us now.
he looks at
Oh,
Misty
God.
and he's like, "Mother, what is he asking of me?" I think this is where she frowns at you, Butters, right? She's
The Butters in unison start scratching their hair, trying to figure out what the worm's thinking about.
Oh God, innocent Butters.
She says you're cute, Butters, but not that cute.
Whoa!
Not knowing what to think from Phyre's journal, he just kind of shrugs.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh no!
Go over to talk with Firefox.
Actually, Butters, I want you to roll me a chime.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
This is
no.
definitely not where he was wanting to.
Oh no.
Okay.
Natural 20. Calling it.
All right. She resists your wildly ways. Butters.
Adorableness.
Your wildly
Adorable
ways
innocence.
and making her helping you make more babies, more siblings for the windworm.
Well.
So the Butters go and try to talk with Firefox.
Excellent. Firefox is currently mad. He is obviously angry. Your show didn't brighten him. Is missing his brother, and you see him staring off into the distance of the massive volcanoes that are erupting. Things are not looking good on this side.
Very much not so.
Butters asks, what would be good to stop fire? If theoretically Firefox could create an army specifically designed to stop fire, what would he make?
That's a good question.
Since he knows fire better than they do.
Of water.
He's got
Flood
really
the
good mind.
mountains. Flood the mountains.
I mean, there's mud. He can make mud creatures.
Have the
He
genie
said-
just flood the mountains entirely. Put out all the fire.
He says, not only does he have fire creatures, he also has mechanical ponies. So when his fire creatures fail him, which he has already planned, his middle army will step forward. This is not all. He also has many other forces. I have not seen them all, but I have heard of them.
He has aid of a demon.
He looks at you and he says, "What are you talking about?" He does
Butters, the three Butters also turn confused at Silver.
Yep.
So all four of us simultaneously
Firefox.
turned to look at Silver.
Yeah,
What?
Everybody's looking at it like, what demons? What?
Yeah, like, there was like Silver pacing around and he overheard that and he's just like in the middle of his rant to himself, just like, there's a demon. And then he like, I was talking out loud, wasn't I?
Butters everyone did hear that he was looking into demons and dark magic. Butters, the three Butters sigh, very loud, sad, audible sigh, as they start scratching their heads, trying to figure out what they can make to stop demons and dark magic.
I'm not entirely sure he's actually become allies with one, but he has imprisoned one in his tower.
As with all of his creatures.
Where's that shadow? But the three Butters say in unison out loud.
That's not her. She, I may have been contacted by her a few nights ago in my dreams after I met the witch.
The three Butters are not paying attention.
Okay, that's very helpful.
They confer with
Misty
themselves.
Misty asked, what are you talking about? What demon? When I was on top of his tower, I did not see any demon.
What layer was Misty on?
She does not know. She was literally teleported. She
That's
said,
fair.
I did not see a demon. I was trapped within a block of ice, and I was surrounded by 6 guards, metal ponies, and in front of me was a throne, and on that throne sat Phyre himself. When you freed me, he stared at me, not with loving or dedicated eyes, but with anger and hatred. And I knew that he would attack me. And he did.
I am very sorry for subjecting you to that.
He was once a living pony. He's not anymore.
Yeah.
So
Explain why he's been around for 1,000 years.
he's
Oh.
undead. The skeletal version of Phyre was
He's
accurate.
a lich. He's a lich. Oh, that's... So changing him for the good would probably mean he doesn't lichify and he'd probably be dead.
I mean, that would
that's-
still solve our problem.
Yes, But
Misty obviously doesn't.
but yes,
She seems like a good mom.
it
Might make too many kids, but that's her mess to figure
Claire's
out.
like, hey, baby.
she
Hey. Want to
she
make
was
some
not
gummy
on
bears?
the
One of the butters begins collecting wood, spare wood, and starts making some.
Oh god, these butters have crafting points.
Yep.
They're already used up, though.
Normal
The
butters
other
is,
two
the
butters
clones
don't.
aren't.
The clones haven't used up their token.
Oh my god.
They're still based off of your stats, right?
They have all of my abilities. They take on all of his abilities. They would have refreshed Tinker Point.
Right. They also suffer the same effects.
That's
right?
horrifying. That's
You have
diabolical
0
and
tinker
awesome.
points. It'd be same pool. They don't get individual pools.
But Silver just kind of
Anyways, one of the
That's
butters
OP. Shit.
starts walking away with Penelope.
Okay.
Butters, your clone is walking off. It's still
Go
very
wandering
weird
off.
to think about. But no, Misty, she wasn't on the same level of the tower as you were.
And then another
She
butters
was on
starts walking
the-
away.
And he's gone too. Great. She was on the. Was it the 4th, Lucan?
Yes, that is correct. You are
Yeah,
aware that
she
she was
was-
on the 4th level. Yep.
She was on the 4th layer within a cage centered on a pentagram of sorts. And in that same room there were friends of Butters and mine who had helped us get to your island. And
She says, I saw no outsiders where I was.
that makes sense. It was on a different layer of the tower.
She nods.
But yes, I'm not sure if she has decided to join with Phyre entirely, but I felt like it should be known that there is a demon in his possession and possibly under his control.
What do you suggest? I was under his
I-
control as well. I was imprisoned within a block of ice.
That's in his possession and not under his control. If you were under his control, you would be attacking us, probably.
She nods in agreement.
But
It's a good thing you restored
have-
me.
Agreed. Oh! Oh, shite. Does that mean what I think it does, Lucan?
What
If I hadn't
did I
spent the
say?
extra...
What did I say?
It's a good thing you restored me.
Mind,
If I hadn't spent that extra
body,
wish to restore...
And
Spirit.
spirit. Mind,
What
body, and spirit.
What did Phyre have?
Phyre had
It starts with an S, I want to say.
Nope.
spirit, I
Her
believe.
body.
Body, yeah.
We already had
And-
the body, I thought. No.
No.
We had
have,
the heart.
Heart, mind.
Yep, sorry. You guys had her heart, her mind, and her spirit. He had her
We
body.
didn't have the spirit. He had the body, yeah.
so it's a
if
good
I
thing
had
that you kind of
restored
did that.
her,
Yep.
She would be mindless and heartless and soulless. And under his command. Good thing I restored her. That was worth the second wish. Okay. I don't think we can take down Misty. That's the thing.
Not them together. Probably not them together.
Hell no. but I don't know what I suggest. As I've said, this all really spiraled out of my control, and I have no idea what to do. And that's why I'm imploring from literally any of you that have an idea to give me that idea, because I have
balls
none.
in your court.
I don't want it in my court.
I don't want the pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Like I said, you don't have to make a wish.
Under pressure.
You don't have to make a wish, right? So let's be clear, right here, right?
I don't need to make a wish, but it would very easily stop this, but I don't know what wish would stop it.
So Firefox is thinking about abandoning this little party, right? Misty is consoling her pets, right? Her family. The genie is doing magic tricks, right? Butters is making more butters and sending
And
them
the
out.
butters are walking away.
Yes,
Right?
the two butters are walking away. One butter's just staying with you.
Okay.
And one butters
what
has
is
Penelope.
Silver doing? Yep, Silver's panicking and stuff like that. But what is he
I'm
doing?
panicking very heavily because I'm not
Okay.
good at this.
The other butters say, well, we need to gather our allies. So let's go. Does Misty want to join us? And we'll start marching on with the ponies.
So
With
is
the
that what you're
mechanical
asking?
ponies.
I don't
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
To help
me-
us rally the island against Phyre.
Roll me a sweet persuasion. Shit.
I'm going to use a friendship as a token. All three of them.
Reroll. Oh, to automatically succeed?
Yes.
Okay. Let me do this. Tell me how you're using your friendship to bring Misty along with you.
He's sharing with her stories of those oppressed by Phyre since she's been gone and how her people have suffered under his rule.
She's
How they simply want freedom from him.
She says, I too want freedom, but I understand your plight. I agree to come with you, only to see what has happened to our fellow islanders.
The butters nods.
Firefox is like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Anybody going to try to convince him to stay? He seems unconvinced that you guys are capable of fighting Phyre and succeeding.
You know what? Why not? Butters, please help me. I drink a glibness potion.
Okay.
Just like, just like think the very stressed, like, adrenaline up person just taking a shot. Just,
Excellent.
It's like, all right.
You
Go
now
try.
have 3 vials left of glibness.
Yep.
Okay.
And Silver will shoot out in front of Firefox. Wait.
What do you want, Silver? Firefox demands.
Come with us. I know you may not think that we are capable of stopping him, but I have a feeling that if we work together with your inside knowledge, Misty's raw power, and the minds combined of all of us here, we can probably find some way to stop this before it gets too bad. Or if all else fails...
I think Phyre pulls you off to the side, right? And he says, you know what's going to happen, right? You guys are going to defeat Misty, and Misty's going to take control of this island. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen to us fire creatures? You've already seen what happened to my brother.
That was an accident.
Was it? Was
She
it?
was fighting someone and I brought her here. That's on me.
Then I blame you.
But don't put us aside because of my stupidity. I am a fool and I realize that. But I don't want this all to end in warfare between two sides. I want a peaceful ending, but I don't know how to do it, and I think you might have ideas that could help.
Roll me. Well, there. So you got an upgrade, right? You've got an upgrade from your goodness. It's a 12, right?
I think.
So it's upgraded to a D20. So I'm going to roll for a silver D20.
Oh.
You got a 17. Not
works.
bad. Not bad.
That
And I'm going
works.
to roll for Firefox. You rolled a 4. And he says, "What do you suggest?" I am glad that you now see that you guys are idiots to think that you can challenge Phyre. After 1,000 years that he's been planning this.
I do not seek to challenge him. I want just humor us. Come with us, and maybe you'll see that there is hope still of a peaceful ending.
Well, he does succeed, right? You do succeed. And he's like, "We shall see." He's still not happy, right? He's still not
We
happy.
shall.
But you are promising him peace, right?
I will definitely. I promise him peace, and all else fails, the genie can give us that.
Promises.
That could be with everyone being controlled by fire. Tyranny is a great bringer of peace.
I basically, GM, just assume if I'm making a wish, I'm gonna spend 3 tokens if I fail, because
Okay.
I'm not stopping. If I make a wish and I fail the roll, I'm
The
spending 3
DC
tokens.
12. Yeah, okay, all right. So, are you guys going to the overland map?
I suppose
Yeah,
so.
kind of, sort of. You've got 3 betters now going in 3 different directions.
Oh my
I don't know how you want to handle.
That's gonna be.
It's going to be 3 different
Lucky.
survival rolls.
We don't have that many telescopes.
That is true.
And I
One
don't think
Butters
Modern
has a
Spider's that
telescope,
good.
one doesn't, and then the other Butters is with silver.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so how are you going to mark these butters, right, as they venture off into the wilderness? By the way, they'll have their own encounters and shit, right? You know this.
That's. Wait a minute. If one Butters goes down, they all go down.
No. It's split.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it
they just
is?
split each other.
it is. They have shared stamina.
Oh, great. So Butters is gonna
Wow.
fall unconscious.
Just randomly.
Spontaneously.
Yep, just randomly fall unconscious.
Oh, so it's,
After
so
a
it's not
minute, they'll all wake up. Trick is, though, I think once the clones go to 0, they disappear. But he's knocked out, and the other clone's knocked out. It's not very clear as to what happens with the clones when 0 happens, except that they all share stamina. With the
Well, it'll be situational, right? So it depends on how they go down. Right?
I thought it was like Simulacrum in D&D, where they like split HP, but they just have like the same amount of HP with just shared HP.
yeah.
Shared HP pool.
That's the main drawback with that. That's one of the only drawbacks with them is that they have shared stamina amongst all.
So in all honesty, you could very easily have a Pinkie Pie Mirror Pool situation.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
You get poofed,
concerning.
poofed. Yep. All takes 1. How many you got? You got 3? They all take
I got 3.
damage. Yep. Oh, wow. Okay, how do you want to do this, Butters? You want just butter icons?
yeah, that's fine.
That works.
2 butter icons.
And all of our stuff, all of your stuff is with one of them now.
Yep.
Because one of them took Penelope.
So one is always
actually,
going to be with the party? Right,
one's always going to be with the party.
Okay.
One, and the other 2 are going off on their own.
So one has the cart. So which one's going to be the cart?
The cart is secretly the original. The original has the cart and the.
Okay. So should
there's
we
a
have
clone.
them just have the
Map.
cart?
Do we?
It's up to you. You guys have a clone as the party, and one of the other clones is going off.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh man.
Yep.
Only one of us has a map.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't have a map.
Oh yeah, you do. The party has a map. You literally have Misty with you.
You have Misty. This is her island.
Well, one of your butters is screwed because he doesn't have a map.
Yeah, but it's a clone.
It don't matter. It don't
That's
matter.
the
It's a clone.
depressed one. He's probably gonna make it to like the river and get so depressed he can't move.
Okay.
Butters,
Oh,
it may not seem like it, but he has thought this out. This makes perfect sense to Butters.
This is not gonna end well.
Probably not, but it'll be fun while it lasts.
There's 2 episodes left, and he
It'll
has
be
the book
fun.
of freaking life. Of course, he's gonna have some fun with the book of life.
Oh my god.
And Fire Kid's gone. That was his plan A. So he has to go to plan B, which is sending the Butters out.
Okay. There we go.
Is it possible to bring a fire creature back from the booth?
They can reduplicate from the original, but the original is not going with.
It requires a fire.
I'm talking about the fire kit.
Fire, yeah.
Fire kit requires a fire in order to return
It
to
requires.
Yep.
And we don't know how long it takes for it to.
Well, hopefully
It
it'll
just
come back
happened.
on our campfire tonight.
Who's lighting this fire?
No, I'm
Well,
saying, like,
before we
tonight
do
when
that,
we're
right?
sleeping on a
Before we see
campfire.
the changes and stuff. Okay, that's cool. The cart is the flag. Okay, cart is the flag.
Yep.
Okay, so we
That's
currently
Butters
have the
number one.
party, right? Everybody starts in the same location, right? So it's a brand new day. What is everyone doing?
To make it simple, the Butters are going to move. They're just going to move to keep
Yep, go ahead and roll me navigation, Butters. First one is
Uh,
for the cart.
the cart one has the telescope. Is original Butter.
You're fine. Go ahead and place yourself.
Also, we finally have the full map revealed, and I can't look at it because my computer's fucked.
Yep.
Second Butters is copy Butters.
Yep.
Depressed Butters is having a rough day.
I mean, he's depressed, right? He rolled a natural 1, which means it's an automatic encounter. Go ahead and place your depressed Butters.
Oh, god
Excellent.
damn it.
Okay, and then
This
party.
is exactly what I thought would happen
Uh,
immediately.
It's a party. Silver, are
My
you taking the
navigation.
lead on this one? Your navigations.
My navigation.
Got a 7. Well done. Where are you guys going? Go ahead and place yourself, Butters, since
I don't.
he's currently
No.
heading... What direction, Butters?
We don't really have any direction anymore. Like, I guess we're
Yep.
still going to the town. Like, where the hell are we going?
Yeah, Misty wanted to see what's happened to her inhabitants, so we're going to go towards Swamp Town.
I guess, yeah. So to Swamp Town we go.
So
She's
to-
probably very confused why we're not heading down towards frickin' what was it, Cake Town or Maresaw at the south.
Cake Town is the south, and we already got that.
Yep.
Thus,
There we go.
Yeah, like
Butters has the
Misty's
fantastic
probably
Book of
very
Life.
Okay.
Misty's
Uh,
probably very confused about
As
why
Butters
we're not
1
going
is
south.
moving, can he create stuff to come with him?
Well, first off,
Yeah,
depressed
probably
Butters.
Butters
I
make
need
an
you to
army.
roll a die. It's a swamp encounter. Roll me a die.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Die 7. Oh my god.
Nice. All the Butters are going to go down.
Oh my god. Yep, you're in the swamp, buddy. Okay.
Don't you know you never split the bar?
Interesting. I don't need to roll this. This doesn't need to happen. Butters does go down. He is unconscious. This one goes poof. Something bad
So
happened.
just Butters spontaneously blacks out in the middle
Butters-
of the freaking walk.
I think does remember what happened.
Oh, does
He think the memories are shared. Yeah.
Butters. You remember a giant bird you left at Cake Town.
God damn it.
Oh.
It was
Okay.
a rock.
Another rock. Another
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah. I don't think you can take
These
him on by
damn
yourself.
rocks. We barely took him on normally.
Silver, the one traveling in your party, disappears. You no longer have a Butters.
Oh, wait a minute. They all poof?
No. Just that one.
No?
Poofed.
Oh, they just fall unconscious then?
That one poofs.
Yeah, the
Okay.
original one that gets blacked out.
To be
poofs,
clear,
I think.
your clone got 8.
Yeah.
Just to be clear. Your clone
That's
got
rude for there to
Yeah.
be pony-eating creatures. But
8. I mean, it tried to eat Spike. Why wouldn't it try to eat a pony? I mean, it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. It is.
yeah. Anyways, the Butters fall unconscious. Take some back.
So unfortunately, Butters, you are currently recovering. You have 0 HP. You will regain it 1 point of stamina back at the end of the day.
I thought it only took an hour to regain 1 point of stamina.
It's per day. It's per day. You do have
To
breezies.
heal.
You do have breezies. So it's 1 point.
Oh,
of
that's right.
stamina
Main
per
Butters
day.
does have breezy
Yes.
because he took the
You
card.
took the card. Yes. The
Oh
card is
shit,
with
we
the
don't have any
breezies.
healing. That's what I'm doing today.
Yep.
I'm making healing potions.
Excellent. I'll roll for you.
Roll my alchemy.
Never split the party.
Working
The bad
We
thing,
have
the
healing
bad
anymore.
thing, Butters, is that if you roll terribly and you're away from the party, what do you think's going to happen, buddy? That's-
Well, that's why he's gonna experiment with the book. He's got to make somebody.
gosh.
You
Okay.
didn't take any of your robots with you. That's
You guys
smart.
needed him. You guys, the Butters, the first clone Butters needed him. And if this Butters poofs, you have some shields. Because they're not gonna follow your commands unless they're just defending themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So what are you doing, Silver? You're going out looking for stuff?
I'm gonna do something to make healing potions because we don't have a healer anymore, thanks.
So navigation roll?
It was more of an
You forget you have
Alchemy
Pastel
roll for
Gigante. He's got
yeah. We
healing
have,
pies.
we have our
He can shoot
healing
you.
cannons.
That's
We have our healing cannons we can use in battle. I don't think wasting them
Awesome.
on the road is a smart idea.
You got a 17 on your alchemy.
which
Hell
begs
yeah.
the question.
What are you making?
Something better than pony balm.
So what you currently have is iron ore, honeysuckle, poison joke plants, potion of giddiness, vials of gummy bear or gummy lindworm slime, and uses of oil.
Well, Linward slime helped with life, so that could probably be a slightly helpful ingredient.
Yes. Would you like to use these 4 vials of gummy lindworm slime in order to make healing potions?
Yeah, I will combine them, pony balm, and I don't know, something.
Okay, you are going to use up 1 vial, and I'm going to roll a d4 to see how many you get out of this. You get 3. 3 potions, 3 healing potions.
And these healing potions heal how much?
It would be a die 4.
Okay.
3x healing potions.
I was hoping like D&D healing potions so they're better than pony balm. It's like 2d4.
I mean, yeah. You gain 3 out of them. Anything else that day? Because night approaches.
Nope. We just light a fire, hope Fire Kid hops out.
Do the breezies
And
do
that's
anything
that, I
for
think.
the unconscious butters?
Oh, yes. You get 24 stamina back. There's still 1 more, but they
Jesus
like to hold
Christ.
1 in charge.
Yep.
Rolled a 16 and an 8. And there's
Okay.
only 3 breezes.
since Main Butters fell unconscious at the beginning of the day, can he try to bake guard cake and make it alive?
There's an army of little brownies.
What are you
I mean, it's a
trying to
good
do?
recipe.
What are you trying to do?
He's trying to make some bodyguards and use the Book of Life on them.
Okay,
He wants
so
to use his...
it would require you to do a cooking skill check, right? You have to make
Yes.
something first, right?
Yes, he
So
has
go
the
ahead and-
baking ability.
So go ahead and roll me a baking skill. See if you succeed. Yeah, you succeed. Rolled a 5. You do make the brownies. That's all you can do for today. You've got your ingredients. Night approaches. What are you guys doing?
Friggin' yeah. Gonna
Sleep.
light a fire, hope Fire Kid hops out, and go to bed.
Excellent. That night, the fire is roaring high. Abnormally high.
Butters sighs at this. The fake Butters sighs at this. Before he goes to bed, he whispers for Fire Kit. If nothing happens, he douses the fire and goes back to sleep.
Roll me a charm, as you call for
Yeah.
Fire Kit. Oh, don't roll a 1. Okay, poof. I just have been so terrible at it. A 1. I was like, oh my god, this is
No,
horrible.
I know.
You get
I
somebody's
know,
attention.
I know what's going on.
You whisper
Fire
as you yell
himself
into
comes
the
out.
fire. Oh my gosh. Fire Kit appears before you, Butters. A little bit bewildered. He didn't know what happened last time. He just went.
So it just gives a relief smile.
Firefox is there, and so we'll explain to him later. He puts out the fire. Butters puts out the fire and goes to sleep.
Excellent.
After Fire Kid gets out of the fire. Just so her aware, so you don't douse Fire
No,
Kid.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Fire Kit doesn't stay in the fire; it jumps out. Yeah.
Yeah, but Butters knows what's going on here. He's smarter than that.
That's why I was wanting
Wily
you guys to roll
DMU.
that 1. That's why I didn't want you guys rolling that 1 when you're doing that.
He hops out, but you douse the flames too quickly and he dies.
Once again, I need that sweet, sweet survival roll for both of you guys.
Night navigation, hell yeah.
All right, let's do navigation for Silver.
And Silver gives a little smile to Fire Kit. Glad to have you
You're
back.
fine.
I'm
You're fine.
sorry about
Everything's good.
Poofed earlier.
Fire Kit
He
smiles and
looks-
says, "Oh, don't think about it. Don't mention it."
I
Firefox
don't
always
know.
like growls at his little brother. He's like, "We shouldn't be here." It's like we gotta help them.
Thank you.
It's like we've helped them
Thank-
enough.
Silver looks at Fire Kit and just frowns. Thank you. I personally don't.
The clone
deserve
Butters is
that
now snoring loudly
amount of trust.
on top of Pastel.
Nice. But like Silver just kind of gives Fire Kit like a strained smile. Thank you. I especially don't deserve that kind of trust from you after what happened.
I don't even know what happened. I just felt cold all of a sudden.
You hear the clone Butters muttering something in Breezy as he...
It's good to have you back. And I'm gonna leave and go to bed because this is awkward now.
Excellent, excellent. The party's back together again. Well, kind of.
Sort of.
Uh,
Damn it, Butters.
it is a
Why did
brand
the
new
original
day.
leave?
It is a brand new day. I'm going to need, once again, navigation rolls.
Butters turns to Firefox or Fire Kit if he
What
knows
can I do
where
for
the
you?
elk are.
Where the what is?
Do you know where the elk?
The elk.
Fire Kit shakes his head. No. I don't know. where the
Do you
elk
know where the sheep are?
back in the forest. They like to wander around aimlessly. Literally aimlessly. They wander around.
Yeah, that sounds like them.
The
Sheep.
clone Butters frowns at this and kicks the dirt. That was his plan A. Was hoping Fire Kit knew of the elk.
Fire Kit doesn't. They didn't even share it with you guys.
Clone Butters side. You get the feeling that somewhere else there might be another Butters who's doing the same thing.
Speaking of which, yeah, you already rolled. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's a brand new day. Go ahead and position yourselves as you guys move across the world.
Did you roll for me?
Yes, you rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Butters rolled a 10. You guys are on fire. You guys are fine. See, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Go ahead and move the party, Butters. You guys are currently heading north. Northeast. In the
Towards
distance,
the
you
mountain.
see the mountains of fire burning and belching. Lava and rocks come spewing forth. They have been going non-stop. Even as you sleep, right? It still seems like day because of the fire and magma that's being produced.
This might not end well.
I think that's when Fire Kit's like, he's turned up the forges.
Yes, but he's making more.
What Clone Butters asks Fire Kit what he thinks would be good to fight or would be good to stop fire.
Water?
Butters Butters rubs his chin thinking about this and nods to Fire Kit.
Let's see if he crits. Nah. It's Fire Kit's pretty simple. Like water. Yeah, water. Water would stop him.
Douse the forges.
So, speaking of, Main Butters is now near the river. By the riverbanks.
Yes, that's correct. Currently there's a river that Butters is on. What does Butters
He would like to find a way to make the water alive. Something, it has to be specifically geared around baking, right? Okay.
That's
I
one of
got-
the key things. That's one of the
All right,
key...
let me get you some water. Casserole. Water casserole. Here we go.
I make some.
Oh, I
Kool-Aid.
got it.
Lemonade.
Casserole.
Pudding. He can make pudding. Pudding monsters will take out fire because it's mostly milk
It's
and water.
It's the water weird.
The
Yeah,
water
water
based
weird.
pudding.
Yeah.
You can make pudding with
It's a
water or Jello. There you go. Jello is primarily water based.
Is that what
Frickin-
Butters is going to do? So just be clear,
Butters is
you
gonna
have
conjure
brownies,
water
right?
weird.
You haven't done anything with the brownies, right? You are wanting to make Jello now.
So the brownies made with the
Yes.
secret brownie recipe.
Are you
They're super
spending your
secret.
day making brownie monsters?
He will.
I don't know what you
Yes, he will make them alive with the super secret brownie recipe that he
Excellent.
followed. He will, because it was super secret for a reason.
Okay. I don't know if I have anything. Let's see here.
We'll start there. It's guard brownies made with the super secret brownie recipe.
So what do these brownie living creatures? They're not very big, by the way. They are very small. They're the size of a brownie right now. They're nowhere near the size of the giant worm, as you recall.
Yeah, he needs to like quadruple up on the recipe. Get a big. Maybe that's what he'll do. Is he'll make a big, a big kitchen set in the middle of the woods and start baking brownies en masse.
Excellent. Is that what you're doing? You're making a big old brownie mass? So
No,
Okay.
we're gonna make these ones alive. I don't have the tinker tools to do that yet.
Excellent. Okay. All right.
Next episode, he'll make
Assuming
mobile
that he makes
kitchens.
it. Assuming
And-
that Butter makes it. So, just to be clear, you're baking stuff, right? So that's what you're doing. You're making more brownies, or you're making Jello. What are you doing?
He's making the brownies he has alive. If it takes 2 separate days to do.
Yeah, it does because it takes the ritual and doing the stuff.
Yep.
Tell
So
me
he's gonna make
how these brownies look, because you're literally making brownie minion, right? Like a small, tiny, alive minion, right? What does it look like?
Let me look up
Anything.
right now.
I'm
What?
picturing SpongeBob but brown.
Brown. Oh God. Brownies, SpongeBob.
That's probably a thing that exists.
I don't want to look it up.
I'm looking it up.
That'd be terrifying.
These are actually a little brownie golem.
A brownie golem.
So there are a
Excellent.
bunch of brownie golems. They look kind of like the little mini brownies that you can make. They're like
Yeah.
cups like that. Like all he had was muffin to make the brownies, but they like start to have eyes and legs and hands. Look
So
kind
does it
of
look
like
like-
miniature
Does it look
Earth
like a
elemental,
human? Yeah.
but
Does it look
brownie.
human or does it look pony? Is it a pony
Uh,
golem or is it a person like a human, like a monkey?
Yeah, he's partial to pony, so it's a pony golem. It's a
pony
little
golem,
tiny
okay.
pony golem.
Okay, all right, because that makes sense.
The
thing I got was
automatons were they
toffee.
were pony.
The thing I found was a toffee, but this is what I'm picturing.
Uh, now I gotta look up and see if I can find a brownie pony.
I mean, oh, okay. So what is Silver doing while while Hung Pop is looking up his brownie pony? What is Butters doing during this? And by the way, it'd be like the size of like a filly. It's not big. It's not very big. What is Silver doing? I think we get this shot, right? Of like Misty like walking out in the middle of the swamp, right? And you notice as she like walks, she leaves like a trail of ice wherever she goes.
Like Elsa across the fjord.
Yeah, just like Elsa, right? You notice like mist kind of every so often whiffs off of her and giving her like an eerie presence. The worm, right? The Lin worm, and that's a good question. Butters, did you take Epsbub with you?
Ipsbub's staying with Misty.
Excellent, because that's where he would want to be. Hasn't seen his mama in over 1,000 years. So during this time, right, you get the scene of like the worm going in and out of the swamp, right, and you see like the covering the aerial circling of Epsabub around Misty, right. What does Silver do during this travel? And by the way, her mane flows, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing. It's a very confusing time because I don't know what we need. We need a plan, but I can't think of any.
I think that's when Misty comes up to you and she says, "Well, we will be outnumbered, outstrengthed. I think Phyre is stronger than I am. What is your plan for what? What are you going to do when you meet him?"
I think it's at this point like Silver just kind of snaps at her. Stop asking me, I don't know. How would you try to help me by thinking of something yourself? Like Silver's just been like stressed like for the past couple of days since the whole wishing thing. He's been like whenever they'd stop to break, he'd like be pacing around, just muttering to himself, trying to think of a plan, and just like she approached him in one of those moments, and he just snapped.
I think this is where she says, "You're right. This is not your responsibility. I want you to go home.
No, it is. It is. I know.
I now know what I wanted.
I need help.
I don't want you to be part of this. I think it's time for you to go home. This lover's
Not
quarrel
running
has
away
nothing
again.
to do with you. This lover's quarrel has nothing to do with you. I think she like gently holds you, right? She gently holds you. She looks
she's
you
still,
in her eyes,
still
right?
love her. That's interesting.
And she says, "Silver, you've done more than enough. You've freed me and given this island hope. You don't have to stay. This isn't your fight."
I want to help. I'm not running away again. I need a plan, and I can't think of any. I want to help, but I need help. I sound like a madman.
A bad griffin?
what's Friggin', there's mare and stallion for ponies. What the hell is it for griffins?
Griffin. No, mad griffin. Yep. I don't think there's male, female griffins. Unless they are mares and stallions, I don't know.
I mean, they
Colts?
they still go by every pony. So.
No, every creature. They go by every creature. So, they've been inclusive. Every creature. She says, "Maybe you can go. Go and return to Equestria. Gather the Griffin army and return here. Then we might have a chance."
There won't be time. And I don't want this to end in violence.
I remember your great king, what was it? King Grifford? Long ago.
We have gotten a bit more barren since then.
There's no Griffin army.
The-
There's no Griffin army. There's no union.
There really isn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, she's like hoping
There's-
that you would bring the Griffin army to her, right? She said that's something
have-
that you couldn't do. Make a wish. Bring the Griffins here.
We have no army. We've fallen in the past millennia. I'll tell you that. We've gotten more violent and brutal.
Even better. We need those.
So-
We need them to fight against Phyre.
In all honesty, most of us, we're just animalistic. And the chaos that would bring them here, that won't help.
I've been away for 1,000 years. Forgive me if I do not take the lead on this. I wasn't even aware that the Griffins had fallen so far. What else do you know?
Not as much as I want to.
What about the ponies? What about my kin?
They are a very peaceful race, and quite a good one at that. I like them myself. The other griffins, meh. But
She says, do they have a
They-
standing army?
in a way, they have guards for the princesses.
Oh, yes. Luna and Celestia.
And Cadence and
Who?
Twilight Sparkle.
Who?
Newer ones. They're
Newer one what?
far. Newer princesses.
Have I been away for so long? Well, bring them here. Wish them to come here.
And leave Equestria without rulers? You see,
So she like keeps giving like these offers, right? She's like, well, what about this? What about that? What about this, right?
It's just like...
And she has no idea, right? She has no idea.
Yeah.
Because she remembers, like, you know, like King Sombra, Discord. Like, when you tell her about Discord, she's, like, bewildered, right? Like, what is this?
He's a good guy now?
He's a good guy, and he's not really a good guy. Right?
Sombra's been dissolved by some weird shite.
Oh, well, have you seen the latest episodes? I'm not going to say nothing. Not going to say anything. Sure, Sombra's gone.
Silver.
Is that what you tell her? Yes.
Silver just
Yes.
kind of sighs, and I'm sorry for yelling. I'm just... It's stressful trying to prevent a war.
I think war is inevitable.
It doesn't have to be, but I'm trying to find out a good way to word it.
If only we had an army.
Silver just kind of blinks. Prevent is what I'm going at.
Well, clearly she wants to fight, right? She's seen her friend, right? She knows that he's not the same. You have not seen Phyre yet.
I've only seen his demon, which is not helpful in this. Freaking wish for angels to come combat frickin' fire. Just wish for angels and
So Pegasus, you wish for Pegasus to
no,
come
just
down?
legit angels.
Just ask for like 100 good alicorns. That's
I demand 100 alicorns.
100 alicorns.
By the way,
Why don't you
That's
just
all
become
I
an
could do
alicorn? Why don't you just become an
for
alicorn?
brownie pony.
I'm
Yes, that's
I'm
not
a
going to be
griffin.
strange to have a griffin turn into an alicorn.
I wouldn't mind the magic, but I like my hands.
Power. Oh, that power.
I like my hands. I like to keep my hands.
So Misty's pretty convinced, right? She's seen him. She believes that he is unable to be saved, right? Of course, she's been in prison for 1,000 years, too, so things were a little bit different back then, right? You fought. I mean, you engaged in combat. You didn't do the power of friendship, right? So she's very old school. Think of like Celestia Luna, right? Everything is a hammer, everything is a nail. Banishment, imprisonment. She offers like, yes, turn him to stone, or do this, or do that, right?
Turning him to stone. That could be a plan B. I just don't wish for bloodshed. I don't want anyone to die for this.
She says, just make a wish.
It isn't that simple. I have only one left.
I appreciate how that's the only thing holding you back is that there's only one.
There's only one.
He's like, oh yeah,
Matter
of
that,
course.
you know, I might.
Yes, yes.
If there were
Only fact
if
is
there
that
were
there's
two
only one.
left,
Yeah,
there's two
I'll
left,
wish whatever
I
you
could-
want, Misty. I wish him gone.
Mhm.
I could wish something and then have a backup
You
wish
could
to
just
fix
wish him
whatever
into space.
fuck ups occur.
Fire needs oxygen, and there's no oxygen in space.
He's an undead. He doesn't need oxygen.
He's also in space. What's he gonna do? He can't create flames in space.
Just banish him to the moon. Oh God.
Just leave it for someone else
Yeah.
later. Just leave it for someone else later.
Yeah, just wish that
Yeah,
he
or
was
someone
dormant
else,
for
yeah.
1,000 years.
Yeah,
Gives us
just
1,000 years to build up an army.
Yeah.
Let's see how he
'Cause,
feels like it.
Yeah, there you go.
Dang, an army without a leader is still an army.
Is
the
it though?
army still has a cause.
Does it though? Sounds pretty
There's
personal.
probably generals.
Sounds pretty personal. It might be somewhere like, this is just the boss's thing. I don't understand it. We should just conquer all of this realm instead of just this.
Exactly.
Is that what you want? Misty asks you,
No.
do you wish to become a general? Do you wish to lead armies?
Goodness, no. I can. Half the time I can barely trust my own talents. I'm not the greatest in anything. I fail a lot. And everywhere
We
I
haven't
go,
mentioned to
things-
her yet that we've disrupted the balance of fire, have we?
We have not. But, everywhere I go, it just seems to make things worse. As that, and I point to the volcanoes, as that shows.
That was inevitable. That was not your fault. That's going to happen whether you saved me or not.
Just want to find a way to solve this without anyone getting hurt or killed or
I think she hugs you, right? And she says, not everybody can be saved.
wish it wasn't that way.
Me too.
The genie is not out, by the way. The genie
Yeah,
is
I
not
was
out.
gonna say-
Yes! 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 That was a wish! What did you wish for exactly?
No.
What was that wish?
No, the genie is not there.
Wish everybody
Fuck
could be
you.
saved? What? What? Is that what you wished for?
That's not
No.
too bad of a wish.
I mean, it could be a possibility that could work. I'll have to... Like, Silver mutters that to himself, and then he just thinks on it. I'll come back to that idea.
I wish everybody could be saved. I don't know how that would be implemented.
mean-
I have no idea how that would be
That's,
implemented.
I mean, you gave us that power, so that's up to you.
I mean,
DM.
Yeah, everybody
all
be saved.
fairness, everybody's saved. That means no one dies. That could mean either they surrendered and Fire took over, or Fire decided not to attack. And with my intention being good, and if I succeed it goes on my intention, it's the latter. Hopefully.
So do you actually wish that as the...
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
Not
wish that.
yet, but I'll think on it.
Something to.
That's probably the best idea I've had yet.
Oh yeah, that'd be so good. Oh, so good. Your salvation might be a little different from what the genie's thinking. Everybody becomes genius.
Yes, that's why.
Everybody
That's
becomes
why I
genius.
said put it
Everybody
backwards
saved.
so I can get more specific.
That would be a hilarious end to it. We all
It would
just
be.
find ourselves in lamps all
Everybody's
across
entrapped within
Misty's
lamps.
Island and Equestria.
Everybody's lamps.
It's now lamp world.
Yep.
Immense cosmic power and a teeny tiny little
Everybody
space.
can do whatever they
Wait a
want
minute.
within their lamp. Everyone is saved.
Wait a minute. I can't wish for more wishes, but I can wish for more genies.
Not all genies are gonna have the same disposition as this genie.
Oh yes, please do.
I wish for more genies and Jafar
do.
pops out.
Oh,
Just
what could
Jafar
possibly go wrong?
I think at that point one of them should be Discord because it sounds like
Yo,
something
that'd
he'd be
awesome.
into.
Yo, isn't that exactly what Discord is though? Like he was trapped in a statue for frickin'
He wasn't.
2,000
He's not a
years or
wishmaker
some
though.
shit.
No,
His
but I
power is
mean,
chaos.
it would be very discordant. Be appropriate for
Something
him to show up
similar.
at the time.
Definitely be.
Just
been
provide
chaotic.
play-by-play commentary on what Silver does.
Play-by-play commentary on Silver's internal monologuing in terror and panic and fear.
All right.
Like the inside of Silver's head right now is such a freaking clusterfuck.
So
Like
yes.
there's like I want to help. I want to help, but everything I do to try to help makes things worse. But I don't want to leave because I'm the only one with a way to stop this. But if I try to stop it, it might get worse. And
What would you do without a wish? What would you do?
I
if you
don't
didn't have
know.
that genie?
I don't know.
What have you come here to do?
We came here to frickin' make farming villages, and then this.
You're not wrong.
Like, everyone being saved is probably the best wish option yet, but I'm not gonna wish it yet because I gotta expand on that, make it more specific, so nothing can go wrong.
Keep getting stuck on this wish.
I don't
man.
have any extra
Get past
backup
this wish.
wishes.
Just get past this. Yeah.
They give it like a band-aid. Just
Yep.
strip. What happens after?
What? Just go past this wish. Right? Get past this wish. What are you? She asks you. What is your plan? What are you going to do? Push past the wish. Push past this genie. Think of the here and now. What is it that you want? And then achieve it. If I have to, I will go back and face Phyre alone.
Don't.
It is not your
Hey.
concern. You have a good heart.
I-
Although your mind's a little everywhere. You must find your own spirit. I'm going to go confront my friend. Thank you, Silver.
Hey.
I think this is when she turns. Right? And she looks up at the blazing mountains of fire. And she says, "It's not your responsibility, Silver. But I'm going to go see him. Maybe I can convince him. Maybe you can convince him." I think this is where we get a snicker, right? Firefox in the background, snickering.
You said it yourself. He's too far gone.
I don't want you to get hurt.
And nor I you.
You barely know me.
Nor you me.
This is not your home. It is mine. I think this is where like the Linworm comes up, like nudges her gently, and she like pets the Linworm's nose. Right? I think Epsipub comes and like lands on top of her head. I'm sorry that you got involved in this, Silver. I want to thank you for restoring me. You're a brave griffin, and I want you to know that.
Brave? Me? No. I'm just a coward who just...
Then this is where your story ends, brave griffin. You need not push forward.
You on your own.
I am not alone. She looks at the worm and the Epsibub. My children are with me. Phyre will be coming for me. I know this. And I don't want you to get hurt. You've done a great job, a great service. You have one final wish. Just return home.
I'm going to regret this. I take out the lamp. I rub the lamp, and as the Pogini comes out,
Hold on. Luke Connor, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm waiting.
Okay. You disappeared, so I wasn't sure if you were losing.
No, I'm still here.
Sorry.
this might be the best wish option I can come to. I wish for all of the creatures on this island to be safe, protected, and for this hatred among them all to end. I wish for peace.
So what is your wish? So let's be clear here. What is your wish? You wish for a lot right there. So what is it that you wish for? Be very precise.
Anytime there's an and,
Yep.
means that that's where that first wish starts. So no ands. But other things that split the sentence up.
What is your wish? What is your wish? Getting stuck on this wish, man. Getting stuck on this wish. He's had almost 2 weeks to think about it.
Big wish.
Maybe
Big wish.
you're taking too much, right? You're taking a big chunk out of something.
You're
Yes.
overthinking it. That's what I
Yeah.
was trying to say. You have 2 weeks. You had 2 weeks, but you're still overthinking it.
I wish for the inhabitants of this island to be safe. I want them basically I just want them protected, and for this whole war thing to, not happen.
So your wish is for the creatures on this island to be protected.
Yes.
Okay.
Protected without bloodshed.
She nods. And wiggles her nose.
If
and
I
disappears.
fail, I'm spending 3 tokens.
That is true. You do need to roll a mind. I am rolling a mind
Hello.
for you. Ba-ba-bum. Silver Flare, character sheet, mind. Ba-ba-bum. He has
I have a D20 mind.
D20 mind. Let's see what you got.
Spend those tokens. Spend those tokens.
You
We
rolled
spend
a
those
natural
tokens.
one, which is fitting
3
and
tokens.
perfect.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope. 3
Okay,
tokens.
marking off 3 tokens from you. Natural one.
All that thought, all that questioning.
All that thought, natural one.
Just, man, I wish I could think of something. Poof. Just forget.
Yep. All that build up. Bloop. To be clear, you were spending 3 tokens, correct?
Yes. God,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Awesome. Actually, 33, 43. Excellent. She nods, wiggles her nose, bows her head, and from the lamp, a burst of energy erupts from it. Your eyes are all temporarily blind.
It's gonna be awkward for the 2 butters that currently exist.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I had my
It's
3rd
odd.
butter still up for this.
You're just on the trail, walking around with Penelope, and suddenly you're blind.
Yep, because it's shared. But it kind of heard what you said. Kind of heard what's going on.
He's just like, oh shit. God damn it, Silver.
Okay, this is what happens. Everybody gains resistant to everything. Everyone takes half damage from everything.
Oh, that is a thing.
Everyone is protected. I was thinking mechanic-wise. Yep, that's...
That does mean we're still gonna fight fire. Just like
Everyone is
just gonna take
protected.
a long time to die.
Cool.
Damn it.
Interesting.
That works. It's not the impact I was hoping for, but it works.
I mean, everyone is protected. Everyone
Yeah.
is literally protected. Everybody take half damage from all sources. Okay. Interesting.
That's out of the way.
Yep.
Now, what are we gonna do
Yeah,
about Fire's
that's-
army?
Yep.
To be clear, all creatures. So I'm assuming all living animals gain the protected status.
Yep. All living. creatures.
Automatons
That
do
means
not. That includes
Automatons don't. And
your machines, butters. Yep, they
I'd
don't get
assume
it.
the fire creatures
Yep.
don't. And
But I
a
wonder
good
if
question.
it's reoccurring. If he makes
Fire creatures
um,
are creatures. All creatures protected.
fire
so-
creatures are creatures, yeah. If he
Yeah.
makes more bakery creatures, do the bakery creatures also get?
it's
It's all
was thinking,
creatures
like,
on the island.
living creatures, like living things.
Yeah. He makes them alive. Book of life.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Book of Life. I think the
As soon as they gain the
Confection-
status of creature, they
the
obtain.
confectionery creatures would work.
They obtain
Fire's an
protection.
undead, so he's not exactly living. So I don't know about him. Misty's living. She was just kind of cryoed for a millennium.
Misty's definitely alive. Yep, Misty's definitely alive.
Fire,
Creatures,
Fire's
yeah,
an
creatures.
undead, so that's a thing.
It is a creature.
That's a. Look, there's a lot of steel robots.
So,
that
like,
are
the fire
just got a
creature is
lot-
right. So, fire created
I was
the fire
supposed-
creature.
I was just supposed to be going off of, like,
creatures. Yeah. So,
living-
everybody,
living
pretty much
beings.
everybody gains protection except for his automatons, your
our automatons and
yeah.
maybe Fire himself because he's not living.
But I
mean,
do
you
have the
guys
Book of
don't
Life,
know
so
what
I
he
could
is.
make the automatons alive.
That is true. They would gain their own characteristics and thoughts, and they would gain protection, but they would gain their own personalities. You would have no control
And-
over them.
Befriending them would become imperative. but living
But,
automatons.
I mean,
with
you
living-
know, Butter's a pretty nice guy. He's treated him well. A pretty funny guy. Involve them in his comedy acts. Think he'd manage to charm them over to his.
Maybe. Interesting. An interesting choice of words and wish. Interesting. Protect the creatures. Okay. That's what happens. Everybody is protected. Gains protection.
So basically just double our stamina at this point.
I mean, if that's what you want to do. So gain protection. Final wish. Oh no, doubles all stamina? No, that would be terrible. You don't want that. You don't want everybody to gain double stamina. Oh my god.
I was just saying, like, that's effectively just resistance to all damage, just double your HP. You just take normal damage, you have double the amount of hit points to suffer it.
Final wish. Okay, that's your final wish. The lamp disappears from your inventory.
So he just kind of rubs his eyes and looks at the still erupting volcanoes. Damn it!
Anything else?
I've done all I can do. And I think I just made this worse, probably still.
Oh man, so much. Everything. Just remember, take half damage. If it's alive, takes half damage. Creature, half damage.
The live takes half damage.
Interesting.
It's gonna be real long encounters if Solo Butters runs into something.
Okay. Night approaches. What is the party doing as night approaches?
I'm gonna sleep off that nightmare of a talk. Jesus. That was bad.
I mean, it was good and bad.
Let me see. What does Duplicate Butters do? Duplicate Butters starts.
Well, night approaches.
what
What,
is
are you
he
guys
doing?
doing? What are you guys doing as night approaches? I assume you're navigating? Silver?
Yep, night navigation.
Okay. Roll to 6,
And
you're
then
fine.
Sleep off that horrible.
I mean, that's
If
not
that takes
necessarily
that-
bad. It's just making fights
Yeah,
longer.
It just makes fights take longer.
Yeah. So, interesting. Interesting choice.
It makes fights not against Phyre's things take longer. Because Phyre's
I mean,
things are
Drake's,
mostly not
but-
alive. He's a bunch of-
Those were a small portion of his army, we were
he's
told
a
by
bunch,
Firefox.
No,
he
We
started
don't
the
even know
Fortune
the
thinking
full
more,
capacity of his.
probably. But
You have
the
hints.
non-living automatons just got a huge nerf.
Yep.
Fire himself probably got a nerf because he's probably not exactly living because he's undead. Hopefully, I think that's kind of what's been implied.
Let's just say if a gummy worm gets it, Fire gets it. Let's just go with that. What is
I mean, that
life
thing
in
was
your
given
definition? What is a
a-
creature? In your definition.
Does a lich still need to maintain homeostasis? It kind of has like magic to keep it, functioning. Not alive, but functioning.
It's an interesting choice.
He's saying that you're overreaching your concept.
Yeah.
He probably is still alive. What you're thinking probably isn't what really is what he's saying. And he literally just said Phyre had.
Great.
Okay, so
Uh,
day approaches. Everybody gets 1 point stamina back. What are you guys doing? It's a brand new day.
I don't know. Fucking.
Butters makes a big batch of jello.
Excellent. What are you doing, Silver?
I look at the Butters that's with me. Misty's gone, right? She left?
She was wanting to. Was there anything that you were going to say to make her stay? You
She
made
is
your
wanting-
wish, right? You said, "I know what I'm going to do," and you did it, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, "Well, my plan is to go and face Phyre," and you're like, "Not by yourself," and she's like, "I'm not by myself. I've got two pets with me, right?"
Yeah.
And you're like, it's not enough, and then you're like, "Okay, I've got this wish. It's going to fix all of our problems." You cast the spell.
And I fucking failed.
Well, you didn't fail. You did exactly what you wanted. You protected everyone, right?
Yeah. I was hoping for just the good guys. Mostly.
You didn't say just the good guys. You,
You
said
really
protect every creature. Yes, you literally said protect every creature. I was like,
So the Butters that's with the party is going to follow Misty along with the automaton. He is going to protect his home, and the automatons were built to fight Phyre.
So we're going with?
Well,
excellent.
Butters.
Alright.
Well, the other Butters is secretly making a Jello army to reinforce us.
That works.
I don't think Jello Butters is going to make it in time. So
I
one,
can
two,
split
three, four,
into
five.
more. I can split into more Butters, and you'll just see along the river just tons of Jello.
An army of Butters.
5 days. Yep. Okay.
Just like an army of Jello with several Butter generals.
Jello army. Yep. It's just one big monstrous.
Generals.
Yep. So what are you guys doing this day? Butters is
I
making
guess
Jello.
we're gonna start heading towards the mountain.
Yep. You're heading towards the mountains. Everybody's
The-
seeded their roles.
The
I
other
assume Misty
Butters
isn't
is
in
going
a-
to gather more rosehip because other Butters needs rosehip to start making more healing.
Go ahead and roll.
Um,
It's navigation or mind, depending on what you're doing. Trying to harvest some more rose hip. Ooh. You do not find any. You're in the swamp. Did find rose hip in the forest, but not here in the swamp. Silver, what you doing, buddy? What you doing, Silver?
Oh, we're following Misty. Misty has, I assume, some kind of innate fire protection, right?
Yeah.
So we don't need to give her fire resistance shite.
No. She
Okay.
actually will keep you safe. She
Aura
actually has an
call.
aura that will cancel out Fire's aura. Assuming she makes it.
I'm gonna start gathering a shitload of water. It
Don't
seems
forget
to
you
have a
have
good idea.
that special dragon amulet. Could be handy.
Who knows?
Can you remind me what the dragon amulet did if I
Sure.
identified that?
Let's see here. So flare. A turquoise dragon symbol. Turquoise dragon symbol was found amongst the siren's treasure. It holds. If you hold it up next to your ear, you can hear the ocean. Once per game, you can attempt
Did
to
they ever
charm a
identify it?
draconic creature. Yep. It's a charm versus charm. On a success, the dragon creature views you as an ally and a close friend. On a fail, the creature becomes hostile and focuses their rage and anger. You get an upgrade dice when attempting to charm a dragon-like creature, and then you know that the dragon-like creature takes a downgrade against this item's effects.
Okay, so if we fight dragons, I might be able to turn into our side mid battle, which would be useful.
Remember, it views you as an ally.
Only you, not the others in
Only
your party.
You.
Only you.
So if I'm solo running and everyone's out, and I'm the only one left, which is possible because I have a lot of HP.
Yeah, you're just a best friend, just buddy. You're just the best
That's
buddies.
funny.
Just a friend.
Think of it more as if you get damaged by another creature, maybe the dragon will fight that other creature because it hurt its friend.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that in the meantime it's not going to keep fighting us. It's just not.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like the thing is, like, if I befriend it, it's just like, whoa, 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 you're just my friend. We're fine.
We're friends. We're friends. We're
Yeah,
all
we're
friends.
friends, buddy.
Well, my other
We're
friend
all- we're
told
all
me
friends
this.
We're all friends here.
We're all friends here.
That's gonna be
Okay.
a very common term, I assume, because there's gonna be a lot of dragons.
What
Is
do
there
you
anything
do?
else they haven't fully identified?
It's not a common item, by the way. That
So is there any-
not
it's-
a common item?
Is there anything else that they haven't fully identified?
That's a great question. You no longer have the alchemist golden
have
lamp in your
the-
inventory.
I don't have the lamp. I don't have any of the medallions.
Yep. You currently have just the turquoise, and then you've got several potions that you have with you, which I read off earlier. The potion of gimness, 3 vials of gummy worms, 3 oils, 3 potions, and that's it. Oh, honeysuckle and iron. Used one of those. What do you do, Silver? It's a brand new day. In the distance, the volcanoes roar. Continue to roar. What do you guys do?
And I'm just gonna gather a shite load of water.
Sure. How much are you gathering? This doesn't require a roll
Much
at
as
all.
I can frickin' carry.
Ooh, how much can you carry?
Basically just
Tell me
fill
what.
fill
Tell
my
me how
inventory
you're
with
carrying this water. Yep.
Yeah,
I have a lot
your
of
talons
bottles.
aren't going to hold a whole.
Yep.
I have
Tell me,
saddlebags. I have a lot of bottles. Just fill a bunch
Okay.
of bottles with water. Just shove them in the saddlebags.
So you're. How many bottles you got? How many bottles you going to use?
Let's say 10 bottles. 10 bottles
10.
of water.
Bottles of swamp water. Because this
Water
doesn't
ground
require
pipe.
a roll. This doesn't require a roll or anything.
I
it's
mean-
literally all around you. What else are
I
you
mean,
doing
it's a water
besides
type
gathering
attack.
water?
It's a water type attack and a ground type attack, so Phyre's gonna have some fun.
I mean, I don't think that's going to work how you think it is.
I'm being a shit.
Okay, all right. It's just, I don't want your expectations to be like, oh yeah, I throw swamp water at fire and it just does triple damage. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Enemy protection from the. Yay!
So if they did have a weakness, it now just becomes normal.
It just
damage.
becomes neutral, so just water
becomes
is double damage. Water is just normal damage, which is good.
Yeah. That's assuming that they can even get the water to them. You're literally going towards a volcano, and volcanoes are not known for their massive water-based bastions. You know.
It's the reason why Butters was gathering to fire against fire.
Anything else? You still have something to do
I'm-
because getting 10 bottles of water isn't anything. You can do that in like 5 minutes, easy.
True.
What are you doing?
I'm thinking.
Literally in this room.
I have a lot of options, and I'm not good at that.
It's an open world, man. It's an open world.
Yeah, that's
What you gonna do? Come on, man. You've had like 20 some odd episodes of this. You know what to expect. This isn't a surprise or anything. Think of something and then do it.
frickin' something that'll let me deal with animals better, I guess. Like something that let me talk to animals. Like a temporary beast speech.
So
kind of
alchemy?
potion.
You want to do an alchemy?
Yeah, alchemy
Okay.
for some kind of
Beach speak?
potion,
Sure, sure.
maybe.
How are you making this potion?
Your
Nice.
lamp's no longer.
Well, I'm half beast.
You have honeysuckle. Do
I
you
have
use your
honeysuckle.
honeysuckle?
I use a bit of honeysuckle. I use a bit of like my own fur because I'm basically a beast myself.
You gain one
And a feather.
potion of beast speak.
All right, so that's a honeysuckle
rolled a
petal,
one,
a
yep.
feather, and a pinch of my fur. And there we go. This is gonna taste horrible.
Beast.
It's gonna taste freaking horrible. Potion of Druidic. But that's about all I can do.
Okay, that's perfect. You now have one honeysuckle left.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, what are you guys going to do now? It is night. What do you guys do?
Night navigation and go to sleep.
Excellent. What are you doing, Butters?
Same thing.
Awesome.
But yeah, like basically,
You guys are
we're
fine.
just heading to the mountain. Which is gonna
Night
be
passes
great.
by uneventfully. Day approaches. What are you guys doing?
Navigation.
Making the jello creature alive.
Excellent. It happens.
Just a gigantic blob of jello. Like you just made a gelatinous
Tell me about
cube.
this. Okay, so now you have a brownie creature, right?
Did
you now
just
have a
make
jello
gelatinous
creature.
cube?
I have brownie creatures, and I have
What does
a
this
jello
look like?
creature, a large jello creature.
Yes.
A jello creature looks like a jello octopus. Because
Interesting.
those are fun.
Okay.
Butters,
was
I
thinking
want
like
you
a
to
gelatinous
send me
cube.
these images because we're going to need them. Well, maybe you might
so-
not even be in the fight. You
I might not be.
Yeah, just to catch up with
In
us.
Discord, I sent you the little token for little pony brownies, and I'll find a jello octopus.
Excellent. I will
Find
definitely
that
add
out.
them.
It's gonna be brown.
Awesome. Silver, what you doing?
I think it's time to start harvesting some poison joke.
Okay. Navigation roll.
Navigation.
You
Well,
could
I'll
actually look
and
for
that.
some real poisons or something that, like aloe. Why don't you look for some aloe vera? Because that helps against fire, against burn.
Aloe vera does do that.
Do you
Are
think
you
there'd
looking
be
for
aloe
poison
vera in
joke
the
or
swamp?
aloe vera? Yep.
Do you think
Well,
there'd be aloe vera
regardless,
in the
you
swamp?
find a dry patch. You rolled a 7. You're fine.
Oh, that's
Are you
perfect.
collecting aloe vera?
I guess I could get like some aloe vera, but I
Or
think
poison joke? Which one would you like?
I
You
I
already
think using my
have
poison.
poison joke.
I have a gigantic poison joke plant that's still growing.
It's
that's
not
gonna-
gigantic. It's only 14
It's-
days old.
It's probably been longer than that actually. Like how many days
Well,
has
it's
it been
been
since this
1,
season?
2, 3, 4. 4 days. So it's currently at 18 days old.
It's a decent sized plant so far. I get to harvest.
How
some of
fast
those,
do you
try to
think
make-
plants grow? I'm curious. How fast do you? I mean, there's literal planting
I mean, it's
seasons.
a magical plant of chaos.
Seasons, which are months.
It's
right?
a magical plant of chaos. In all fairness,
There's
It is
nothing
true.
magical about it. It is completely natural, by the way.
Its effects are magical.
yes, the natural berry that makes you explode.
That's the weaponized part that you're using.
Yeah, like that's
You
the thing.
synthesize it into a weaponized formula. That's why it does bad stuff and good stuff. It also does good stuff.
So it's just like, oh well, we're doing this. So he's just gonna take some poison joke and try to synthesize it and make
Okay.
some more water balloons of death for the gigantic pestle.
So you're not gathering the aloe vera and you're not gathering poison joke. You're making balloons.
I'm
making
making the
poison?
water balloons of poison joke
Excellent.
for Pestel Gigante.
So
And and tomorrow I'll start looking for aloe vera. I just figure maybe
It's
I should
an alchemy
make
roll then.
a few more. Alchemy roll, yeah.
17. I'll roll a die 4. One water balloon of poison joke for.
All right, add that to your inventory, Butter, so it's now in Pestel.
Yep. Pastel gains 1 poison joke water balloon.
1 poison joke shot.
Yep. What do you guys do next?
And
Oh my God, Butter!
those are the
that's
octo jellies,
awesome. That's adorable.
right?
I love him.
This is the first
I love
image
it
I
so
found. I was like, this is perfect.
I
It's
love
got
him
fruit
so
floating in it and
much.
everything. It's
Oh
definitely
my
something better to
I love him so much. I love it.
Now.
It's gonna be an army of those. They're gonna be huge.
I love him so much.
Oh my gosh.
I love him so much.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We'll have
That
to
one
add
red
that. We'll
arm.
have to add that.
That one red arm of death.
Tentacle jellies. Jelly
Oh, God.
octopuses? Jelly pusses? I don't know. Something like that.
Jelly pie.
Jelly pies. It's interesting. Definitely interesting. I like the concept.
Octojelly?
Octogel.
Octogel?
Octogel.
Octogels.
Octogello.
Sure.
It rhymes.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Night
I was
approaches. What are you
picturing
guys doing?
gelatinous cube, but this is better. Night navigation and
Yep.
probably go to bed. Oh, what's Misty's reaction to me synthesizing poison frickin' joke?
That's
Oh,
a great question.
We were supposed to be moving, right? How
Yep.
many days has it been since we were supposed to be moving?
It's been
I forgot
5.
to-
Yeah, we're heading towards the mountain now, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I think we're like there. We're back a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody passes their night rolls. It is now day. Everybody get 1 point stamina back.
But yeah, like
Uh,
what's Misty's reaction to me synthesizing poison joke?
She seems indifferent. She rolled a 5, so she's just like, yeah.
Alright.
Well, I mean, if it helps, it helps.
It hasn't so far, but hopefully it will.
She doesn't like take offense to it, or she doesn't seem like negative or positive towards it. It just seems accepting of it. She's just happy to be free from her ICE block.
This time I will search for aloe vera, because who knows, that could be helpful.
That's kind of fine. We're going to roll a navigation.
I don't know if I'll be able to find any in a swamp, but
It'll be a challenge. It'll definitely be difficult because they're usually dry places.
yeah, they're usually in the desert,
Yeah. And you guys are heading towards one.
which is good. So I'm able to find one there.
Roll an 8.
Ironically, it's in.
That's pretty good.
Ironically, inside of Phyre's base is where we find aloe vera.
You gain 3 stems of aloe vera.
3 aloe vera leaves. Okay, we got the goo.
So, for burns.
We got the goo.
Stems. Excellent. Tree sperms. Awesome. Isn't it aloe vera, not aloe vera dough?
Aloe vera, yeah. ALOEVERA.
There we go. Okay. What are you doing, Butters? Am I not spelling this right? It's 2 words. Holy crap.
Yeah,
It is 2 words.
That's why. Duh. I was like, why is this is misspelled?
He's making more jello.
Excellent. Roll me that cooking skill. Sweet, sweet cooking spell. Oh, is that a crit? Crit?
No,
How
it's
many
not.
jellos? Oh.
It's the dumb thing being.
Yeah.
Boo. Okay. All right. So what are you doing? You definitely succeed. You made some more Jello.
Yep. That he's gonna make it alive into some more octojellies tomorrow, I guess, since it takes a
Yep.
stupid long time to
It does.
kill
It takes
living
stuff.
things.
I
It
mean,
does.
all fairness,
It
you're
does.
creating life. It takes time.
Yeah. I mean, one
2
day
whole
you try to
days.
create life in one day.
2 whole days.
I want to
to
see
create-
you do this. I want to see you do this without magic. Yep.
Yeah, like, how long did it take Igor to do an Igor? Like,
Really, I need to get the other butters
Frankenstein.
down here, and we need to
Yes.
start a butters assembly line so we can just keep cranking out the jelly.
just make more butters.
Yes, make more butters.
Make more
Yes.
butters to frickin'
Yes, what could go wrong with more butters?
make more butters to make more octopi.
Okay. It is night. Night approaches. What are you guys doing?
Let's do this, blob. Night navigation, go to bed.
Navigation.
Oh, shut the fuck up and go to sleep. Oh, shut the fuck up and go to sleep.
Navigation. 8 and 7. You guys are
Okay.
fine. You guys are fine.
Sing me
Night
a
passes by
bedtime story.
uneventfully.
Okay. Shut the fuck up and go to sleep.
Well, I mean, is there any RP, by the way? You guys can RP some of this stuff. I'm just trying to drive
there?
the story forward.
Silver is just frickin' following Misty to get to the damn mountains. Cause, yeah, this is a thing. This is. A thing
She seems to be
Butters-
pushing you guys pretty hard.
Butters is gonna ask
Yeah.
if there are any other allies that Fire, Kit, or Misty knows of that we can
Who
summon
do
to
you
our
ask?
I don't think Misty would know of any. more
Fire
current
Kit,
ones.
or Fire Kit and Fox.
Kit,
Firefox would know.
Yeah. Firefox and
You ask
Fire Kit
Firefox?
both know.
I need a
Yeah.
charm. I need a
Oh
charm.
yeah.
Roll off.
Oh God.
Oh.
Wow, yeah.
Monk
He's like,
ass.
he points at Silver, right? He says, "He promised me peace. I'm not going to help you defeat Fire."
Butters size. The Butters size.
I mean, Firefox is, especially
Firefox
you,
is
Butters.
the angsty party
Especially you, Butters. There's
it's
a bit
his
of
own-
a history between Firefox and Butters. Yeah, there's a bit of a history.
Butters
there.
doesn't even. He's completely oblivious. He doesn't even understand.
Yep. Doesn't even know. Doesn't even know.
Oh God.
All right. So, day. It's a brand new day. You try to convince Firefox to tell you about all of the villains that are against poor innocent Fire and his army of doom. What do
So
you guys do?
next day, make another octojelly alive.
Excellent. You now have 2 octojellies. They're small, right? They're not huge, right? They're like a normal octopus.
We'll change that. We'll make them bigger.
And if
He
you
was
gotta feed
hoping
them,
for a kraken. He wanted
Gotta
a kraken.
feed him. Oh.
big.
He's got fruit. Can he start feeding them fruit? Because
Sure.
they got fruit floating in them already.
Yeah, that does increase their mass. So yes, they could have. It's a fruit jelly, right? It's a fruit jelly. Perfect.
Delicious.
It's delicious. Do you
They're
have fruit to
so
give
good.
them? That's a great
They're gonna
question.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just keep
he
that
has a watermelon. He can give one of them, and they can eat the watermelon.
Does it go in its head? Does it have like a head? Watermelon?
I don't know if it's the head
It's
or if
his
it's part of the
brain.
body.
It's his
I mean, it's
brain.
Jello.
Do you
It could
chop it
float
up?
between the two. No, it's
Okay.
definitely a whole
Solid
watermelon.
melon.
Increase the
Melon
mass
head.
as fast as possible.
Excellent.
Melon head.
Excellent.
It's a melon head.
And then he's got apples for the other one. The other one can start eating some of his apples.
Just a bunch of apples for the head.
Nom, nom.
Nom nom nom.
So that's a good question, right? Are you
Consume.
tending your children that you have just produced, right? Or
Yes.
are you because okay. So you have two of them that you
Produced
fed.
child.
Yep. You produced children of offspring. Yep. You've got one golem, brownie, and then two fruit.
A bunch of brownie golems.
Fruit jelly
Bunch of
octopuses.
yeah.
Silver, what are you doing? As
Uh,
Butters continues his mad experiments of growing a fruit jelly army.
Army family.
Butters, you quickly realize,
God.
like, even at your fast pace, if Phyre even had a 100th, right, of your time, you could mass a great force.
Yeah, he needs to find more fruit.
I'm just saying, buddy. You know how you're making stuff really fast? Yep. Just saying. I'm just saying. Silver, what are you doing?
Let's make more poison joke bombs.
Excellent. I'm going to have you roll alchemy for this.
PJ bombs. Here we go.
You rolled a 5. It's a die
Ooh.
4.
Decent.
You make 3.
Not a
You
one.
do not have
3.
any raw resources of poison joke, however. How are you doing this? Are you using your poison joke plants?
I mean, that's what I've been using.
You've been cutting
been
off
growing-
limbs of your growing plants?
No, I've been freaking picking little bits off and juicifying them for the water balloons.
So your plant seriously hasn't
Cannons.
grown at all. Wow. Okay. So when you do get a real plant, don't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do this.
Don't harvest it every 5 seconds.
Or every day.
It's-
Don't harvest your plant every day.
Yeah, don't harvest it every 2 days.
Okay.
Oh, only
I'll
in fantasy.
allow the
Only in
shenanigans.
fantasy can you do this.
I'll allow the shenanigans. You do obtain
Only
3 poison joke bottles. They're not weaponized. It's just
little
poison joke bottles.
bottles that I'm gonna bombify later. This is like Silver shakes it up and throws it in hopes to God he gets a good ability later. Just
All
like a
right.
fight.
Butters, you've done
Here we
your
go.
thing, right? Or you haven't. Not this day. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, my thing for the day was
Night approaches. What are you guys doing?
Night navigation is late. Probably.
navigation for Butters one.
Yep. Okay, passed.
Waiting for the one.
And passed. You guys are good. Night passes by uneventfully. It is now a brand new day. What are you guys doing on this brand new day? Let's move one more.
Question: How
Everybody
close
get
are we
1
to
point
the
of stamina
mountain?
back. Pretty far off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 days from his tower.
God, we're almost
Assuming you guys don't have
weeks.
any issues getting there.
At that point, he's gonna get to us first, which is gonna be great.
The volcanoes have not changed and continuously erupt.
Yeah, that's
even as you sleep.
concerning.
Yep. They don't
We're gonna-
seem to
we're gonna
be stopping or
eventually-
slowing down.
We're eventually just gonna be flooded with lava by the end of this.
To be clear, the smoke and everything is going offshore. Although every so often you do see like a rock go shooting off into the swamp or the forest. It has been getting dry, by the way. It has been getting dry. You've noticed, right, that there haven't been any forest fires yet.
Can Butters start trying to teach the other octopi how to make octopi brothers and sisters?
That's how that works. You know it. It's like, hey, can I teach my skeletons how to raise undead skeletons? What could possibly go wrong with that? What could possibly go wrong with that?
I mean, they need the book to become alive. Just teach them how to mix jelly.
Then why do they need a creator? Why do they need a creator? By the way, these creatures have their own personalities and are not bound to you, Butters, in any sense. They're just alive.
They're just alive and following Daddy.
Yeah. They're kind of imprinted on Daddy, but they have their own minds and consciousness. They are not slaves by any means.
They're not born to be soldiers, which is going to become difficult. Like, you're going to have to spend time,
Life does not make them soldiers. They are literally newborns. Well, yeah, they're literally newborns.
Between life and automatons. Like, you made automatons for combat. These are babies.
Yep. These are children. Let's see how life is to Butters. You might need to learn a lesson about life. And how precious it is.
He makes more, or he tries to.
He makes more. Interesting. Excellent.
More brownies or more oxygen?
Just gelatin. Just gelatin.
Jello.
You're just mixing
More
gelatin.
More Jello. More Jello.
More Jello.
Easily make more Jello. Easily.
All the Jello.
Jello's not difficult to make. It's maybe a 3.
It's really not. It's like the easiest
Maybe
dessert
a
you
3.
can.
Yeah. It's really hard to mess up Jello. It's really, really hard.
I'm probably the asshat that would probably mess up Jello. Personally, I can't cook. I've messed up ramen before.
just
This
follow
way
the
you can mess up
instructions.
Jello is to burn water.
Well, you can't
I've
burn
messed
water,
up ramen before.
Technically, you can't. There are some terrible cooks out there who can burn water. I've seen it happen.
You have to have, like... Oh, well.
Freaking- I mean,
Yeah.
tell that to Sweetie
Yeah.
You have to have oil or
that's a Sweetie
something. I
Belle.
don't know. You can't burn that.
Bell. I mean,
Yeah.
Sweetie Belle. Sweetie Belle burned orange
t-
juice.
So, Silver made his poison chokes. Butters makes more Jello. It is a brand new night. What is everyone doing?
Sleepy navigation.
Ooh.
Or is Misty gonna keep pushing us on? Is the question.
She is not stressing you guys out. She wants you guys to be fit and full of vinegar. 10 and 3.
You said vinegar on accident.
No, that wasn't enough.
Fit and full of vinegar. Yep, fit and full of vinegar. Vigor.
I know what it
Vigor.
means.
Yep. Vinegar.
Yeah.
Night passes by uneventfully. It is a brand new day. What are you guys doing?
Butters feeds
I'll buy you one
the newborn octopi some Jello that he made. Get him bigger.
They do
Oh.
grow in size. Well, one does,
Yeah.
right? Which one do you feed?
The one that had the apples. It had.
Yeah.
The other one has a whole watermelon in it. This one only had some apples, so it needs feel like it's
was the
growing
lot-
next to its brother.
Yep. You balance them out. They seem to like cling on to you, right? They're slimy tentacles or gelatin tentacles, kind of like hug you, right? Like, yeah. right? This like
That's adorable.
otherworldly, gurgling, slimy. Yeah. Not bad for your first creation. Then we've got this like gipping over
Then it's just a brownie golem.
brownie, right?
More brownie mix
Who's
for
tiny. Yep. Who's a tiny brownie and hasn't been fed properly.
He's just riding in your hair.
Yep. It's like a little familiar, right? Doesn't seem as developed as the octopuses or
Pumpkin.
the octojellies that you've been feeding, right? It is a brand new day. What is everyone doing?
trying to make more jello.
Excellent.
Again, not a
2
crit.
more days. Then navigation. You're fine.
I'm gonna
What are you
give
guys
my
doing?
plant some time to recover. Gonna tend to my plant a little bit, give it some time to recover.
Give us some TLC. Is that what you're doing today?
DLC.
All right. I need you to roll a mind to see.
I'm running out.
if you
Because
can
I'm running
keep it.
out of things to do today. Because I'm starting to get a little tired.
Understandable. You're fine.
Thank
You
you. Yeah.
treat your plant very well. You give it a little bit of nitrogen in the soil, right? You feed it a little bit of nitrogen.
Yeah.
You feel a lot better. What are you doing, Butters?
It's a happy plant.
Feeding the jello. He's dividing it up evenly and feeding it to the kiddos.
Excellent. The 2 octopi
Feed
continue
your
to grow.
boys.
So they started small, they became medium, and now they've become large.
And he is not done yet. Gotta make sure they survive.
Oh God.
All their stats are still 1d4. They're just big.
Jello Kraken.
They're just
Jello
big.
Kraken. +1 to attack.
How can we change? More fruit?
So, like, okay, so...
You can make like sugar, like solidified sugar decorations. They could have like spikes on their
So
tentacles.
let's be very clear. Spice the shit out. So let's be very clear here, right? These are intelligent, sentient creatures that you have given life to. They've only been on this earth for how long? 5 days?
Like 3 days.
5, maybe? So what are you expecting them to do, exactly?
I mean, all fairness.
He's
there are
hoping
some
they're
animals
not
that are
going
pretty
to-
damn strong right out the gate.
Just die as soon as the forest gets lit on. That's why he's staying near the river.
Excellent. Excellent.
I like to think you're doing like little play fights with them. Just...
So yeah, I mean, what are you doing, Butters?
He will be teaching them his art of comedy
Comedy bat. Combat.
because that's what he knows. Or no, juggling. They're octopuses. They'll teach
Yeah.
them juggling because
Oh my
they'd be great at juggling.
God! Juggling octopi.
So go ahead and roll me 2d4 and see how good they do and following instructions.
Have them juggle swords. Have them juggle swords.
Or if they get
Have
big
Drop
enough,
swords.
juggle metal.
Butters, take 1 point of stamina damage as they literally bonk you on your
Juggle onto
nose.
you.
As they as they bonk you on the nose with one of the what were you teaching them to
Wait,
juggle?
what
Fruit.
was the
We'll use some
resisted
fruit.
one?
Well, they
Does
eat
it round up?
They eat the fruit.
Does it
then.
round up? Wait, does half damage round up?
It's just always
It's
minimum
it's
of
always
1.
Yeah, it's
You
always
can't
Okay.
go less than 1.
Otherwise, you're doing absolutely nothing. It's literally nothing. You're just a whiff. Okay.
I cast shield.
What are you guys doing? As Butters teaches one's kind of getting it, kind of. It's not a critical success or anything. It's just like, yeah. And the other one's like throwing stuff at you,
One of them
just like a
throwing
kid
shiny
would,
butters.
right?
Which is perfect.
Yep.
Which is just what Butters is going for, I think. Just throw things at them.
So they definitely have like the mentality of like of a baby, right? Intelligence and understanding as a baby. Silver, what are you doing? As Butters is clearly
I already said I
babying
was
his
tending to my
octopus.
plan.
And you've already done
I was
it.
tending
Okay.
to my plan. Yeah.
Night approaches. What are you guys doing?
Sleep, and I kind of want to in real life. It's
Okay.
getting kind of late.
Yep. We're going to wrap this up as soon as day 10 passes by. You guys literally have one more day to roll, and then day 10 happens.
That's when things happen. And that's it.
That's
Yeah.
when
The
things
campaign,
happen.
folks.
And that's-
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, but you guys still have one more day left, so I need you guys to roll me a
Yep,
night.
yep.
Yep.
Night navigation.
You guys are fine. Night passes by uneventfully. It's a brand new day. Everybody get 1 point stamina back.
Navigation.
Butters tries to teach
On your
them
final
juggling.
night, or your final day, what are you guys doing?
Butters tries to teach them juggling again.
Excellent. Only 2 die 4. Butters get bonked on the nose again by 1 point of damage. Silver, what are you doing? It's almost day 10.
Okay, so I've got aloe vera. The hell do I do with it?
You tell me what you guys doing.
Butters clone.
This is
Any
all
ideas?
preparation, by the way. To be very clear, this is all preparation for what's about to happen.
Usually with aloe vera, if you crush it, you can make a paste.
Yep.
If you prepare it, you can prepare it into a paste, and that paste can be applied to burn.
You can make a healing potion.
Also
out
be
of it,
relatively
if you
effective
just-
against fire.
that
Rub
heals
against
fire
it.
damage double.
No, it'd just be
Or I
like
can
a
make like
healing
a-
bomb.
You could also make a projectile, like goo that Pastel can shoot. Should be fairly effective against fire.
Yeah.
Or I guess normal effective because
just
of
anti-fire goo.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Sure.
Anti-fire ammunition?
Yeah,
I
anti-fire
assume you're wanting
ammunition.
to use alchemy?
The aloe, the for alchemy, yes. So
You
something
rolled a
that
19.
fire creatures would be weak to.
You've made
So that way
3
it just neutral
ammunitions.
out?
Yep. 3
So
ammunitions.
3 shots
of...
deal neutral damage to fire creatures. No, because they're resistant to everything. So they resist everything, but they're weak to aloe vera paste. So we have 3 neutral damage shots.
Sure.
That's effectively what I'm going for here.
And that uses
I
up
got a
one
nice-
of your stems.
Decent. That works.
could clone Butters look for more water?
Sure.
Get some coconuts, get some watermelons, get some ammunition.
Does it take a skill check to get water?
Watermelon.
Oh, watermelon? That does. That requires a skill check. That's successful. Roll a die 4. Gain 3 watermelons. Night approaches. What are you guys going to do?
Butters, before he goes to sleep, he has Pastel start collecting. Then he goes to sleep while Pastel collects water over.
Collect water before the drought. That's just a good idea. Then I'm gonna night navigation, go to sleep,
Excellent.
and prepare for day 10. And things are gonna start
Awesome.
getting real.
It is now day 10. What do you guys do? I need everyone to roll me mind. Let's first see if
Alright.
you guys can see it.
Can you
That was real
doesn't see
Butters.
it. He sees a natural 1. He's too busy with
no.
his kids to notice.
This is fake Butters.
He sees it.
And Silver?
Silver. Silver, what you got? Do you have a special skill? No, you don't have a special skill.
Navigation, not perception.
Clones, Butters, Silver Flare, you both see what appears to be a massive army descending out of the Mountains of Phyre to the northeast. You see what appears to be, I'll give you a brief description. Appears to be a massive drake.
That's where the symbol comes in.
That's the first thing you guys notice. No crits, so you don't see that. Okay, so you don't see that. You see what appears to be a giant vine-like plant. Massive. Not only that, but it seems to be moving on its own. It has these black tentacles. Everyone roll me mind. See if you guys recognize this.
Discord, what are you doing?
Why are you rolling for Epsabub?
Because he's curious.
Epsabub sees, oh,
Yep,
look, it's a
sub's
brother!
fine.
It's a brother!
It's brother again. It's brother Vine. It's brother Vinny.
Oh, man.
Brother Vinny Divine.
So, this is only people who have been to the Everfree Forest who would recognize this.
Yeah, Butters would be. He was from around.
You are aware that this is was a corruption seed. This was once a corruption seed. It's been changed.
Discord, what are you
clearly.
doing here? Discord, why?
And you don't see that.
Discord, I've had enough of you.
And you do see something. A small figure flying in the sky. Skeletal. Black. Its hooves are on fire, its mane is on fire, its tail is on fire. It has a skeletal-like features. Did anybody pass that? Nope. Okay, and one last thing. You see a massive army of animated pony armor. You also see these two strange creatures. One appears to be an earth pony. It has some tongs with it. Its mane is on fire, its tail is on fire, its hooves are on fire. It kind of wears armor. It is red. It is walking around. You see what appears to be some sort of creature, kind of like a breezy, except by larger. It has holes in it. It is very wispy and smoky and very difficult to see. Its eyes burn. And then you see this massive smoke monster. Yeah, it's a smoke monster. That's... Yeah, that's the best way to describe that shit. That's the best way to describe that. And nobody critted on that. Okay. This is what you currently see. You guys have rolled terribly. But that is what you see in the distance. Currently coming down the mountain. The forges still seem to be burning brightly. And that's when you notice... the flying creature, skeletal-like creature, beginning to burn the forest. And that's where we're going to leave this episode. Have fun, guys, in the next one. Everybody wave goodbye to the audience. Bye.
You can't see it, but I'm waving.